What are you on? What are you on for?
Should I hashtag Dairy Girls?
No, no.
Look, it's trending. That means it's trending.
We're not Dairy Girls.
What about Thursday vibes? That doesn't make any sense because it's Friday.
It's fucking
right,
Friday.
I'll put
fucking cretin.
right. I'm putting Dairy Girls in there just to see what happens.
Why?
Friday. What Friday hashtags have we got? Friday morning. I'll put that in. Because it's Friday evening. Friday morning vibes. Is that better? Friday.
What the fuck are you doing with that tweet?
We'll do Friday vibes. So we've got Dairy Girls. Will I put in Dairy Girls? I wonder if that's the thing. Dairy. Okay, so there is a hashtag. Hashtag dairy free. We'll put that in. Get some dairy free boys on the go. We'll just do the usual Twitch. There's one that's just a bunch of Cantonese symbols. Should we put that in?
We don't know what that means, so no.
I don't know what that is.
No, you don't know what you're endorsing with Cantonese symbols.
Hashtag love. Hashtag mood. We'll put mood in. I like mood. Well, I put in. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's see. I'm just one more. I want to just things that like really describe our show.
You don't know half of those things are describing
the Good Friday Agreement. That's in there. That's weird. That's very strange.
At least that's relevant to our.
I guess.
At least that's relevant to the country you live in.
One that looks like the SS symbol.
No, you don't put that in there.
Strange.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll do love as well. I'll do hashtag love. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so just a bunch of hashtags that make absolutely no fucking sense.
The resident cat in the chat's in the chat.
What up? It's your boy Big Pussy.
Hey, guys, it's your voice at PA.
It's not your boy Big Pussy. It's the resident cat in the chat.
We just all keep it well because you're all looking well. This is the energy I'm working with this week.
Sorry, it's been a week. It's been a real week.
Yeah, it has.
There
Jesus.
Okay, we're done. See what these hashtags get us.
Oh God. But yes. Oh God. What a fuck. This is a fucking cursed episode already, isn't it? Jesus, it's the Milky Boys apparently.
Oh shit, we actually haven't been the Milky Boys in like a couple of months at this point.
Maybe a month and a bit.
A month and a bit.
Oh, thank you very much, Sam. Hope you're keeping well because you're looking well.
Oh my God, nice balls.
Apparently, Tom's got the death curse.
Tom, what are you doing? Why are you wishing death on people?
Why was the death curse? I'm lost on that one.
Just a week that wants to kill you, I suppose.
I felt that from my work. My work has definitely pushed me to the edge of sanity, which is not uncommon, but it's just one of those ones I'm just kind of like, do you have to be this mad? Do you have to be this
like the wrestler edge?
No. Not Adam Copeland. No.
Not Adam Copeland.
No.
Not Money Trains. Adam Copeland. The best movie in the business where you can see a grown man fucking an alligator.
For fuck's sake, why'd
you gotta savor this because this is a delicious boy, all right?
Okay, I'll savor that delicious boy. I was getting some hydration in, but okay.
Well, you can hydrate with that, all right, you son of a bitch. Although fake weeks are absolutely a thing. Just like, like one of those weeks where you just get absolutely nothing done even though you're trying really hard and nothing happens. That's a fake week.
That's like me every week.
You could have if you get to the end of the week and you could have not tried and been where you are at the end of the week, then that's a fake week. Get that in there. Get that on your lips. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Beautiful. It's a beautiful tipple. I would say this is probably my new favorite beer.
Well, that is lovely. That is lovely.
It is.
That'll be one I'll savor over the cast. Oh God! I hope everyone's having at least a better week than we are.
And just to illustrate how we're having a bit of a shared shitty week at the minute, Ed Sheeran is actually ruining both of our lives at the minute because the cunt's playing down the street and I had to listen to him last night, and then drunk people have been wrecking my life all day, and it's usually me wrecking people's lives when I'm drunk, but it's the opposite now. It's people running down the street to have a fucking piss, people shouting, having to actually hear him sing and not be able to I will not sit in my house and he will not force me to keep my windows closed. It's warm.
Galway girl over and over again.
It's warm. There's like dust everywhere because of the dog. So I will open those windows, but I refuse to listen to Ed Sheeran. So I just screamed for like 2 hours last night. Ah! It was great. And like every time he was playing and I went up to the bathroom and had a shit, I like opened the window. I was just like, I'm having a shit while Ed Sheeran's on stage. This is great. Ed Sheeran, he did, because the gig started ruining my life about a week ago because we got a letter through the post that said we will be doing construction in Butcher playing fields from Wednesday onwards. And it was like loud as fuck, and there was people down there all fucking day. There's people getting like lost all over the place.
Yeah.
So I knew it was coming. So from when I got that letter being like, we're going to be working until like 4 o'clock in the morning tonight, enjoy. I was like, he's not even here yet, and he's already wrecking my existence.
What a piece of shit. Sorry your week's been shit as well, not so wicked. Hopefully we can distract for a little while.
That's why we're here.
Still sounds better than Edge. I mean, the construction work is just to deconstruct and construct his fucking stage.
So many monitors. I heard people complain like, oh, you can't really see him if you're not up close. You just have to watch the TV. Like, why'd you go then?
Some people like the live experience, like the social aspect.
He's so small though that you have to be in like at least like 3. See, like more than 3 rows. He's like little tiny man on stage. You can't even see him.
We're not doxing ourselves because the Butcher playing fees is close to where we live, but like it's close to several neighborhoods. It's like
Like,
it's like
my man and dad, your man and dad probably.
My mom and dad would hear it because they're close to it, and my mom and dad's at least a 20-minute drive away.
I used to
or like a 45-minute walk away. Like it's just that there's the Butcher playing fields is amongst a very dense,
I would
populated
say,
area, if you know what I mean, because Belfast is small.
I would say it's probably about maybe a 10-mile radius of sound bleed around that thing. Because like I could hear Party in the Park or Tea in the Park. Yeah, I could hear Tea in the Park when I was still working in Omniplex.
Yeah, and that's way up at the other side,
fucking middle of Andytown.
Yeah,
and like we're nowhere near that now, and I can hear that like it's clear as day. Yeah, so everyone already knows that we live in Belfast. That's the only extra information that we've given. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, a travel type media social circle, but what directions?
Well, put it this way: if someone wants to comb through like probably the 400 hours of this show and try to piece together where we live from the information that we've given on stream, then if they actually figure out where we live, then they deserve to kill us and wear our faces. And it would probably be Not So Wicked that does it. It's the only one that can be bothered going through that much footage, I assume.
Well, no, people go for footage. They're what I would refer to as a habitual stabber.
Oh,
they love knives.
There's a reward at the end of all that sleuthing, then.
Just habitual stabbing. We mean it jokingly.
I'm not saying you would do it, but I'm saying you're probably only one that could do it.
I mean, it's probably a fair assumption that you do comb through a lot of footage, though, relating to us, though. We're not trying to. Hope we didn't offend or annoy. That was not our intention.
Comb through all the footage from the first episode and see how long you can last.
Oh, that first episode's bad.
I had braces in the first episode.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yeah. That's how long ago that was. That's fucked up. I think I had them for the first like 4 or 5, I think. Maybe. Why I was so far away from the camera. Like, hi everyone. Welcome to
You're not dumb. Don't be saying that. That's not the case.
Why are you downright? Why are you lying?
Why are you lying?
Downright lying to yourself. God, I can't help it.
Dumb people couldn't be as creative as you are with those fucking clips. Let me tell you.
That's true. That's true. That's way true. That's toast true.
That is a very lovely beer, though. Stop trying to eat the fish.
You could make like some kind of weird. Do you remember the iToy? You could make like an iToy game out of that where you've got to like pop the motherfuckers.
I guess you could,
come up.
But like I would probably need to see it. Like it's all weird like web extensions.
Oh, you would definitely end up knocking something over though as well. Like
in this fucking room, definitely. I mean, like I see now we got this shelf and it's kind of like one of those things where like I don't think I could ever put VR in here because there's just a risk now going too far back and knocking shit over or pulling that down. Unless we're like, you
could be right, yeah, but you could always just do like the sitting down ones.
Sitting down ones we find a bit. I think the more active ones, correct, but not enough knives. I could always have more. They do have a collection of knives, and they are impressive. I'm just noticing my hairbrushes here, and I want to take the hair out of it.
My God, I found that very therapeutic.
That's why I did it.
Detangling the hairbrush.
Yeah.
What is this plastic nipple?
A plastic nipple.
Oh, the light.
Oh, that's just the light. That's just
the nipple.
That's just a Philips Hue light.
Got it. What do you think of the recent election? Which one?
Yeah, there's been like loads. Nobody didn't know of an Irish one.
Like that one. Is there one in another country recently? Surely
there's one in England and one in Scotland. So there's a few. Knives are important for my mental health. I mean, if it helps your mental health and you're being safe with them, fuck yeah, go for it. I endorse that.
That's true.
What is this that RL has tweeted at
Oh
us?
God, what's he done? Arla, what have you done?
Oh God damn it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's about right. We are just a raging house fire at this
Oh,
point.
there's a poll. Wait, I can do this one.
Right?
Oh, it's gone.
Ed Sheeran, Ed Do One, Ed Off
Ed
Home,
off.
Ed Waiter.
I would be an Ed waiter. You get loads of money.
Jesus.
Well, fuck me. What's the fuck are we knuckleheads in the fucking chatting with me? Are you not? I'm actually shocked that he's not at Ed Sheeran. He strikes me as the type that would go to see Ed Sheeran.
I think you have to defend yourself here, knucklehead. He's suggesting
is he just on the phone? He's on the phone in the crowd, like what?
He's just made a wild assumption about you as a person without any sort of knowledge or basis of fact.
I would say that like 70% of the people I know are probably at that gig right now.
Above average Andrej allegedly proclaims milk.
They all have different tones.
It's sort of like
Sounds like he's going out of breath.
That actually was quite interesting because like it did sound like he was like, oh shit, I'm already getting tired of saying this. I didn't think the AI was going to be that. Oh my God. There's delectable treats all over the place, and that's what we call the people in the chat. No, wait.
Oh my God, everyone in this chat is a delectable treat.
Just a bunch of.
Oh my God, that's a milky boy.
That is just a big load of cups of semen.
I can't.
Got him.
I can't be drinking semen.
Got him.
On stream. Got him. Got him.
Got him. Going to Maiden and Tremonti in June. Why would I go to Ed Sheeran? Because this is a thing, right? He's just a delectable treat. A delectable treat. Tourette. It's again. He is just made a wild assumption with no basis of fact about you. That's what it is.
And you have yet to convince me that you're not there. Because like put it this way, Tremonti and Ed Sheeran are just practically the same band. Like
Nibbles. They're the Nibbles. Some
little Mouge Bouche.
Like some disgusting fucking trash clown has his snacks and we have our nibbles.
Wait, who's the disgusting trash clown?
Who the fuck do you think?
Oh, for God's sake.
He actually calls his viewers snacks and his viewers are
stop.
No, best part is his viewers are predominantly under the age of 18. So it's just a bit questionable.
Enjoy your prison sentence, fuck's sake. Your lord. Oh, Andrew's having urine trouble.
So, I wonder where that came from. Wonder where that urine trouble was inspired from.
Oh my God. Here, do you know what that is? What that is? We may have just summoned Tom back in actually as well. If he was still watching, if he heard that, he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Of course.
Of course.
Of course it's that day. Love it. Which is a bit of a preview of what today's QA is, but we won't spoil it too much.
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh no,
I'm not pressing it. Not pressing it yet.
You saw a funny button there, didn't you?
I'm not pressing it yet though. I'll press it later.
It's something. I always have something for you.
We are pretty scary.
I loved your reaction as you looked at the button. You're like, because do you want to tell the chat who's on that button, what picture's on that button?
It's your boy Stone Cold.
Boy Stone Cold.
It's your boy Stone. I don't know what he's doing though, but it's your boy Stone Cold.
It's boy Stone Cold.
It could be milk related. Is it milk related?
No. If that summons Jason, I'm gonna need it for science reasons.
Bro, I actually
fucking love science.
I have a Friday the 13th mask.
No, I thought you had a fucking Myers mask.
Do
yeah, fucking dickhead.
Both at one.
Did you both?
I had both at one point. But
did you?
Like a wee shitty plastic one.
Okay, because we've seen you in the Myers mask.
Halloween fucking whatever.
Yes.
What do you call it? Elliot's or something?
Yes, Elliot's. Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm Jason.
Jason.
Jason's like out of work brother, Grayson.
I was going to say Chad.
Chad. Was he Chad?
Brett.
Like a more
Brett. I'm just trying to think of like an Americanized name that doesn't really have very much like usage over here.
Brian, but with a Y.
Yeah, that would work.
Bryan.
That would work, yeah.
This is my brother Brian, and he's just like a tax collector or like a like a realtor or something like that, like a shitty job that he hates, but
Yeah.
he also stabs people on the
Because
weekend.
one ruins the lives of people in a physical way, and the other one ruins the lives of people in a financial way.
He moves in to extort the family of the people who were just killed. It's like, I know your dad and brother were just brutally murdered. Gotta get that tax though.
Gotta get that tax,
You know,
though.
gotta get that.
Yeah,
need
that
I need that.
sweet muns.
I need them muns.
Need those months.
Also, I know Tara said hello like a half an hour ago and I didn't say anything. Hi, Tara. Mwah. Big kissies. Oh, there she is. Press X to Jason. Oh shit! We could have done that. We could have.
Just had a
Jason.
That would be
button.
That would be
That would get
interesting.
annoying really quickly, but
Yeah, it
also,
really would.
It would also really quickly get funny again as well. You know, like when something gets annoying, and you're like,
Yeah.
right, stop it.
Yeah.
And then you do it like one more time. You're like,
Yeah, it's still funny. My neighbors are being loud and stinky, but at least it's not Ed Sheeran, I guess. Yeah, it's true. Ed Sheeran. Fuck himself.
to be fair, at this current moment in time,
What are you trying to eat these men for?
we can't hear him. So that's all I really.
Yeah,
need.
no, that's the power of good audio.
You know what I was actually trying to do earlier on?
What's
I got one of me and forgot to send it to you, but I couldn't get a good one of you, like a face emote, so we can try and put our faces over the face emotes when they come on screen.
Right, okay.
But I need a good one of you looking forward, because I don't know where to cut your beard off now because you shaved your beard, but like it's hard to cut out a beard.
Going back again a little bit.
It's hard to
Yeah, I know what
it's
you
hard
mean.
to cut out a beard. Even long hair is hard to fucking cut out.
Yeah, it's just because it doesn't want to act in any sort of level of cooperation.
Yes, but so then people can just like hit a button and our faces.
We've been
will
told
appear
to
on stream.
hydrate.
I've literally been hydrating this whole time.
That is alcohol. That dehydrates.
Do we have the oh shit, it's your boy Gamer in the chat. He's the gaming gamer. He's the gamer for gamer's sake.
I had to deactivate the dehydrate button because it was being used so often. Even during streams that people you weren't here
Can
for.
we have it on just for Fridays?
Do you say savor this here and you're going to have them make me drink it in 2 minutes?
Do people know what it is though?
Yes, because they've been here long enough
Well,
to know that the dehydrate button is
Wasn't the dehydrate one only bits and not channel points?
No, it's just channel points. There's no bits for fucking channel reward points. There's channel rewards. How am I going to do that? That doesn't work.
Then you can.
No, it's a
someone
channel point
donates-
thing. That's a channel.
Well, if someone donates bits and then hits dehydrate, then we have to drink.
I can't set it up to do that. It'd be
No,
two
we're
separate
just
systems.
telling people.
Okay.
If you donate bits and type the word dehydrate, then we have to down whatever we're currently holding.
You just told me to savor this.
It's fine. No one will do it.
Would you watch Ed Sheeran? No. Through the bushes. Watch him die.
Oh shit! Well, like
But
this.
Oh shit!
Where is he? Where is he? Because it's funny because the Butcher playing fields are also in a field, so we could literally be at Ed Sheeran right now.
Where is that son of a bitch?
Oh my god, he's so ginger. Not that that's a bad thing. He's very short though.
He plays shit music.
That's the worst thing about him, I'd say. I don't like these bushes. There's a lot of condoms in here.
Because we straight fucking.
Straight safe fucking though.
Yeah, of course. Make your fucking safe. Make your fucking consensual.
Knucklehead, whereabouts in the audience of Ed Sheeran are you? Middle, left, right, back? You at the front? Is he in the Ed Sheeran mosh pit?
There's an Ed Sheeran mosh
I bet
pit.
you there is just a bunch of like slightly creamed up over 30-year-old women. Be like, right, he'll see me and then he'll marry me and I'll
Define creamed up.
like sauced up and wet for him.
Oh, okay. Right.
Sauced up and wet for him.
Creamed up just gave me the impression that these ladies just stepped out of a bukkake session into
yeah.
the mosh pit.
Well, that's
which-
what they want.
Oh,
That
okay.
They want that from. They want.
Thank you very much, Cozy Cat, for the for the sub.
The splash.
What a
we're fucking-
splash.
We're one closer to playing Resident Evil Village. How's that coming, by the way? I haven't heard you talk about that in a long time.
Well, it's all my streams. Like typically, like the things on my streams. We're closing to the 250 mark.
Right. So we're 250 people away. So find 250 of your friends. Like they have 250 friends. Get 250 people you don't know and force them to follow him. I think that should work, right? Thank you. For
But yes,
subscribing,
thank you for
by
the subscription. You're an absolute sweetheart
We
for that
appreciate
there. Ed Sheeran or Bon Jovi? I take Ed Sheeran.
What was the context of the question though?
It was just literally which one would you take? Like I assume it's just those two names. I assume it's just which one.
It could be who do you hate more.
Okay, well, if it's someone I would tolerate more, it would be Ed Sheeran.
Right.
So I guess that answers all in any questions around that.
Who do you like more?
Well, I don't like either of them, so I guess if I'm tolerating one and not the other, you can just from
Who
that.
would you rather be stuck on a desert island with?
Right. So again, you're asking me questions that are literally answered by the previous answer. Like,
Okay, right. Hold on, I've got one. Who would you rather see fall out of an open airplane door?
oh, clearly Bon Jovi falling out of that airplane door. Yeah. Without a parachute, though. If it's without a parachute, then it's him.
I don't know.
If it's with a parachute, then I don't care.
What he's accidentally knocked out a plane door.
Does he have the means to support
whether he has a
himself?
well, like,
Does he have the means to survive the fall?
that's up to Bon Jovi, to be honest.
Well, I don't care then. If he's going to survive that fall and he's going to get away scot-free, I don't give a fuck. It's no skin off my nose at that point.
We just don't know. The science is just not there.
Like, this is the thing. I just don't care. If Bon Jovi can jump out of whatever planes he wants safely, I don't give a fuck.
Right. You're on the top of a volcano.
Right.
You've got Ed Sheeran hanging on to one cliff.
Right.
And Bon Jovi hanging on to another. And you also have the option to do nothing. What do you do?
So top of volcano.
So you're on the top of volcano.
Yes.
You're doing that thing where you're like half bent over, and they're both like, "Quick, grab my hand!" And you're like, "I've only got one hand," and so you can choose to save one, or you can choose to save neither.
I'm gonna save neither.
Right. So you're gonna murder both of them. Oh, that's right.
It's not really murder, considering the other ones are fallen. I didn't push them.
Well,
an accident's an accident.
I didn't say that didn't happen, but that's.
But then you didn't say it did, so I mean that's
true. But that's up. You know what? That's up for the jury to decide.
And here's the thing: if I'm going to save one, it's to insinuate. Why would I undo my work if I'm saving them? Like, think of the logic here.
Okay, I've got it. Right, I've got it.
I've been asked to show you this DM, by the way. You keep stopping.
1 second. I've got one more hypothetical form. Right, the exact opposite.
Right,
you're hanging off a volcano. Right. Bon Jovi, Ed Sheeran are both like, "Take my hand, I'll save you." What do you do? Falling is also an option.
Well, I'm gonna take Ed Sheeran's hand, right? Because I don't want to die,
right?
But I don't want to save by that prick.
But you wouldn't like grabbing none of them.
Right,
grabbing either of them or grabbing both of them.
Okay,
an option.
What if I grab Bon Jovi's hand and pull him?
You got to go with him though.
That's fine.
Okay,
I've saved the world.
Right.
My last act, my last act of my life would be to then save this world from that man.
I think Ed Sheeran would dedicate a song to you then.
I know, because I would have saved the world from Bon Jovi, and let's be honest about this here. That's a thing worth saving. Can I finally show you this DM?
Go ahead. We could use that. Like,
are we allowed to use that?
Is that the Teletubby son?
It might be.
I think it is. I think I know that son.
Not so I could do any issue of us using this at some point. Okay, cool. You're awesome. Thank you very much.
So then, actually, I could just send you the one I made earlier on, and then we could have both of ours. And here, just putting emotes in take long.
I don't know.
We done that before. It's the Teletubby son. Is that what I said?
I believe you did. Yeah. I believe you did.
I've looked at that son before. Do you want to know what's really creepy about that son now? That son, the actor, the actress, because it was a girl.
Yes.
They have kids. That's how long ago Teletubbies was.
Sorry, the son and who?
No, the son.
Yes.
The sun is in like the sun in the sky.
Yes.
Not someone's son. The actress, I should say, who played the son.
Yes, the little baby.
Little baby.
Yeah.
That baby now has children.
Well, it was a very old show. It was out in
it doesn't seem like it was out that long ago.
But 25 years ago.
That's scary.
Maybe about 24, 26 years ago. Like, yeah, it's an older show than you think it is. It's just that we grew up a little bit after it was popular.
I watched it like every day. I don't know what you're talking about. It was popular in my house.
That's unfortunate.
We were a Teletubbies household.
That's always a rumor that's stated about children's TV shows, Trent. I always find it was hard to believe from time to time. They also said the same thing about one of the Power Rangers, and I'm not really sure to the validity of that.
Yeah, wasn't it the Yellow Power Ranger as well? Is that about?
No, the yellow one actually died in a car crash.
Oh, okay. Well,
they suggested the blue one went into porn.
Billy?
Yes. That's why I'm saying it's always like a stated rumor.
Isn't he dead?
No, the yellow one is. I just said car crash. Yeah, Jesus,
more than one person can die.
No, but I would have if both of them had died. I would have said that.
Fuck's sake. It's probably just a rumor. I don't know.
Never guess who bought you the fizzy milk for the beautiful stream, Milky Boys. I mean, I don't know who would have done it. Missy.
Is there more milk coming?
Wait, are you suggesting there's more milk? I'm sorry. Thank you very much for the follow. An absolute sweetheart.
Didn't that happen like a couple minutes ago?
No, they subscribed. Following and subscribing to your things.
Difference.
Gotta hydrate here.
Oh my god, we're hydrating. I'm hydrating, don't you worry. Yeah, the yellow one died like many a year ago.
Yeah, the yellow Power Ranger of the original Mighty Morphin like died in a car crash.
I'm just gonna call you Cat because I don't know how to pronounce the first half of that
You mean
name.
Cozy?
I have to relinquish ownership of my eyes. I couldn't read that. It's so simple.
Yeah, it happens.
I'm going to continue to call him Cat though. Because he just called me an idiot. Ban him! No, I'm with you.
Wait, why did I get called an idiot? I literally said your name correctly from the get-go, even several times, and you didn't listen.
That true. Also true. Sometimes it's just.
Yeah. She, her.
Okay, well, ban her then.
No, I'm not banning her.
Pop a wee ban on that.
No, I'm not popping a ban on her.
We'll be like Spectrals mods and just ban people the second they come into the chat.
That's the second time that's been referenced this week, and not by me.
Oh, hi, welcome to the chat. Like, all right. It's all right then. Oh shit, they nearly went over both of your eyes.
Oh Jesus. I always became no wait, it was became
a Cyclops.
No, it wouldn't because I've already got one dodgy eye, so I am Cyclops.
A Biclops?
A normal human.
A bisexual Cyclops?
I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, I could get into that.
I'm pretty sure. I think we're Biclops. I think because bi is two, so I think we're I think.
Are you blind in one eye?
Oh shit! Oh, there's wee thirst in there. No, I think Biclopses are just people. That's just a person with two eyes.
Right.
A
Okay.
Cyclops is one.
I was not aware of that.
So a Triclops would then be Tien from Dragon Ball Z.
Spectral Mods did not ban Ocean, no, and Not So Wicked was not there. The person that brought it up, it was fucking John Sense. Like Haya is a banned term for Spectral.
Is it?
Apparently not.
Oh shit!
Apparently that's what Not So Wicked literally comes in.
That's
Says,
right. That's right. Okay. Yep. It's like,
and then all three of the people on the show are like, "What the actual fuck is going on here?
Why did you ban?
Why did you ban a new viewer? What the fuck?"
I'm sure he's a great mod though.
Apparently.
We can make that a term over here.
It was only one person. Like they were trying to ban his.
He was
accounts.
trying to ban me and got the usernames mixed up
Yes.
for whatever reason.
Yeah, it was not a malicious thing, and trust me.
Oh my god, is there more cans of fizzy milk on the way?
Is there like I was trying to is there like is there more like did that get clarified? The chat's been going like full fucking hilt here.
There may or may not be milkhead in your way.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, there's milkhead in my way right now, if you know what I mean, like, but I'll take the fizzy kind as well.
Nice. That fizzy milk's wild.
It was good.
We looked into because like I'm saying it's wild because we kind of looked into it. They grab like bottles of it. It's about 50 quid for 20 bottles because of the import.
Do you have to buy 20 bottles?
No, just John Sense was just looking it up just out of curiosity. But like to buy it in from certain online stores, like the actual import charges or what they're charging is fucking wild.
I guess because it's probably I assume it's coming from quite a ways away. Like
Korea, I believe, yeah.
the fizzy milk is not bad. It's not bad at all. It was way more better than I thought it was going to be. It tasted a bit like a do you remember Spectral? Do you remember Mr. Frosty's at all?
Yeah, like the ice lolly, like
If you do,
the
it tasted like someone had melted one in a glass.
Yeah.
And put a bit of like 7-Up in it.
a little bit of light 7-Up or a
Yeah.
little bit of Sprite in it. Yeah, it was so fucking weird.
It was
but in a good way.
It was good shit. Like
It's weird because you're kind of like, that's Mr. Frosty's with lemonade. What the fuck?
I'm sure that you probably put like some kind of alcohol in it. I'm sure. What did you put in it?
See, rum wouldn't work because rum's already kind of spiced in a vanilla
But like
anyway.
what
so
about Malibu? A Malibu would go quite well. Like
coconut and vanilla, maybe. Yeah, that would
Coconut
work.
rum.
With a little bit of lemon, yeah, that could work.
Gin. Boo.
Boo.
Boo. Gin. Boo.
Spectral's the fallen king replaced by the usurper. King Rogue Mod the First we must band together as a fellowship of Yaring
Fucking name it.
and march to liberate Spectral's kingdom in the
On the
contents of his fridge.
Yeah, okay, we can do that.
I can do that. I'm all for stealing people's shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes. This has already been the chat's already just been fucking all over the place, which I love. What the
It's
heck
fine by
happened?
me.
Sorry, what? What?
Because we were talking about his mod. And then
Oh,
Spe-
yes,
and
yes,
then
yes.
Spectral appeared out of nowhere. I think he was already lurking.
He was already here and said hello
Lurking.
earlier. What?
Well, sometimes people just come in and say hello and then they're gone for a bit.
Yeah, they do lurk. That's fair. How do we? But yeah, no, I'm just trying to catch up. There's so much fucking shit going on in chat. Yeah, Trent, like fizzy milk sounds like it wouldn't work, but it actually really fucking does work. It actually works really fucking well.
To be fair, it's also not that fizzy either.
It's like light carbonation rather than it wouldn't be like a Coca-Cola sort of levels of carbonation. It's lighter than that.
Like Soda Stream fizziness.
Yeah, just light.
Watching from the shadows, waiting. See, the funny thing is you know where he lives now. You can
Yeah.
just turn up and we would have to put you on because we're good guys.
Yeah, we're gentlemen like that.
We wouldn't just leave you outside. Like you can stream from the door. He could do a competing stream from his phone from outside, but while constantly covering your door number. So like, what up? It's me, your boy Spectral.
If he was doxing my house, I would be very upset about that. Not gonna lie.
Oh fuck, he's on his way. Yes.
That is something we're gonna have to be very careful of when we go to do our like road trip ones. Not to start the stream too close to our own homes.
I thought it was here. I thought I heard something there. Like,
You might from time to time, but it's light, thankfully. He has to watch from the shadows. You can't unlurk over there, only lurk. But yeah. You okay? You seem a bit...
I'm just taking it all in, you know.
You taking what all in?
This is the least work I've done. All week,
Oh, okay.
and I'm sitting here presenting the show.
Well, this is definitely energy consuming, but it's not like one that you end up resenting afterwards.
At least I don't have to draw anything.
Like our actual jobs, we end up coming at the other side and resenting them. Okay, fucking hell, the top 5 first date questions.
Oh, is this you? Whether you're gonna die in a volcano or not?
I'll have to check that one out later. But I'm alright. But again, thank you for the
Oh
thank
yes,
you for
that's
the
right.
clip.
Tara's going to the big, the Asian supermarket. I'm gonna check and see if
Oh yes,
have
yes.
it in there. They may not, but they also might. So you never know.
The Your Ma command coming into full
Oh
effect.
shit! What does that do?
Well, look at it, just prompt out a thing.
Who's diddling my man? Oh my god! Is it your man's birthday next week?
That was
Just give her a wee orgasm.
look what I said afterwards.
Is it a birthday treat?
Must be. Let's be honest. You can't sit there and quiet judgment.
I have talked about my mother's vagina so
You've
much.
literally tried to run into it at
So
one point.
much. Oh, that's
you
right.
literally tried to like escape into your own mum's vagina
Like going into
midstream.
like going into the wall at the end
Yeah.
of the house, just
Yeah.
fucking straight through.
Wow, that's a weird thing to compare your mum's vagina to. My mum's vagina is like a fun house.
You're like a bouncy castle. You're just fucking in there.
You're just in there and all
Yeah.
you hear is fun house, whole
Just
lot of
loads of-
fun, prizes to be
Just
won.
loads of kids jumping up and down. Like, yeah.
That's bad. No.
They all got lost in there and never made it out.
Oh shit. Now why are they going in there?
I'm celebrating my 10th birthday. No,
That's horrifying. This
they're
is
all
bad.
my-
Reverse.
They're all my brothers.
No,
and sisters.
just reverse.
They're just like
no.
they never get never get out.
No.
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 No. And then
No. No.
you wake up from the dream. And
That's
you're
a dream.
like, holy shit, that was a horrible dream.
Okay, that's a nightmare. We need to preface this.
I better go wash my eyes.
Okay, let's just try and change something on the line, which are not a dream, a nightmare. If it upsets you, it's not a good thing. Dreams are usually neutral to pleasurable. Nightmares are bad.
Back to what I was talking about.
But really, put that apple juice on my face.
You thought it was stone cold.
did.
Got him, Stone Cold.
Got him.
Did you hear what it said?
1 second.
But really, put that apple juice in my face. Oh!
Yeah, it's good. It's good. What does it actually say? But that elbow juice?
Apple juice.
What's that apple juice in my face? What was that in reference to?
Often.
Okay, sure.
No context.
Sure.
I'm learning how to do it.
We do lack of context over here. Oh, fucking
Oh, I've
hell.
been learning off some other lacky context question. Oh,
Kind of want a Stone Cold button. That's pretty good.
that's the mystery button this week. I just
Oh,
put a
shit.
Stone Cold in there because it free off. Because it's one of those things where it's like you think it's one
Like,
thing.
this is going to be wrestling related somehow.
No.
It wasn't. But apple juice and cum. I'm going to say the apple juice was a reference to something else. But that was a really great segue from talking about my mom's vagina. Which I've now brought up again. So there you go.
Not So Wicked, which allegedly proclaims a wee orgasm as a treat for all mothers. Supplied by Jason Voorhees because it's that day. That holy day of horror whoring. Violent manics give the best dick. Friday the 13th. Bloodbath, cum bath. Neutral to pleasurable. Put that apple juice on my face it wudgeon. Context. No context is best cunt. We love a sopping cunt.
This is cursed. This is a cursed day. My mother's vagina is not the fourth member of this show.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Fucking
it's
hell.
not,
She's more
no.
like the vice president. I think. Like a behind the scenes kind of vagina.
Is that the sound of sopping cunt? It is, because when they hear that noise, anyone that has that genitalia is going to be pretty wet about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
It's true. Jesus, but she sponsors the show because I wouldn't be here without her.
Yeah, true.
My mum is our Raid Shadow Legends. Speaking of, welcome to this week's sponsor, Raid Shadow. No, we're not. We're still not sponsored by Fox.
I have standards, so no.
But I play it all the time. I'm a huge Shadow Legend fan.
I said I have standards, not you.
I love raiding. What are you doing?
I don't fucking know. Don't play it.
I know they have like world-class orcs in their CG cutscenes, but I mean, I can just masturbate to those on YouTube. I don't need to play the game for that. So, yeah, okay, I know. We don't want to be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
I'd rather choke on sand.
We're sponsored by some kind of sand company.
There's that cool sand you can make. It's like you pull it out of the water, it's suddenly dry.
What, quicksand?
What?
Is that quicksand?
No, the magic sand. You put it in water, it's wet, and then you pull it out, it's immediately dry.
Actual sand?
It's like kids' toy shit. I don't know.
I think you can do that with like actual sand.
When you
can
put
just,
normal sand into the water, it's going to be wet. But when you pull this out of the water, it doesn't. It's like hydrophobic.
It's afraid of water?
Yes.
Oh my God. We get some of that?
Well, yeah, I'm sure we could.
We have to find out who makes this sand
It's probably bad on Amazon.
and then force them to watch the show and be like, you know what? These guys really respect sand.
Then I can choke on it instead of doing things that I'd rather not do.
So like every time you do your signature catchphrase, you just, instead of saying, I'd rather choke on sand,
I'd rather do this.
you just get a bit out of the bag.
And the best part is because it's hydrophobic, it's not going to like get out of my lungs.
It's afraid
It's just going to stick there and it'll kill me.
We've got it. If someone could reach out to the guy who made sand, just the inventor of sand, and just point him our way, that would be really good.
The inventor of sand?
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's just a natural mineral. I don't know if anyone invented that.
Surely someone's taking credit for it. Elon Musk probably. He's probably taking credit for it. Like, oh yeah, I made that. He bought the patent for sand and was like, I made this. It's your boy Sandy Beach. Inventor of sand. Well, I suppose like technically we have to find.
I just saw that she put her whole pussy into the show. Jesus fucking Christ. But no, Elon Musk probably would try and take ownership of sand. Yes.
Because technically it's just glass.
No, I think
They make glass
out
from
of
sand.
Yeah.
I got that the other way around. Yeah.
Yeah. And silicone. Like, chipboards. Thank you for the
Sandy crack.
Jesus Christ. Thank you for the clip. That's so wicked. You think you'll be wanting to talk to God? I mean, I don't really spend much time talking to imaginary people, Sam, but I could try.
Why'd you invent sand?
Why are you such a cunt?
Well, start him on the easy ones first.
That was an easy one.
You gotta lure him in.
Been around long enough, you should be able to find out
Gotta
easy
lure
to
him
answer.
I got nothing.
No, I got
you hearing
nothing.
anything? No.
No.
Typical. Bloody typical. You ask him the important questions. The questions about sand. You get nothing.
That's the important question, to you?
Yeah. You gotta bring him in with a nice little like question. You can't just
What was your hand gesture there?
oh, we blah, 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 blah. You gotta finger him in.
I was just saying, we just going blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
to him. So you're suggesting to talk to God, I need to get 2 fingers in there.
Yeah.
And
The two fingers of questions.
Yeah.
And then just
Massage it a little bit.
massage them in with those easy questions. And then you stick them with the hard ones.
Okay.
I suppose that would be more up and back then.
Just a little bit of this, and then a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Although go into that.
Like that. Oh, so you're going Italian?
But you go in to just
Mamma mia.
get, half a least resistance till you
Right.
get in.
So the Mario then?
I guess you want to call it that.
To me, Mario.
Imaginary people are the best because when you're done, you can just stop imagining. That is so fucking true. Actually, that's kind of hard to argue with. That's fucking true.
How do you stop imagining something though?
Well, I mean, like if you're talking to an imaginary person, right? If you the conversation stops when you fucking feel like it stops.
I guess. Well, we're talking about how you would fist God. You got to get it in there.
Why are you fisting me as mum?
Who's Mia?
I'm trying to work that out myself.
Why did you say Mamma Mia?
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, it's based off Mamma Mia. Okay, right.
Yeah, we should just leave because we missed that.
Yeah, we missed that. Yeah, that's on us. Not so wicked's clip button is just overheated and melted onto the floor.
I'm excited for Chris Pratt's turn as Mario. I don't know what talking about. He's a voice acting wunderkind. He's such a rich, distinct voice acting talent. He does sarcastic white male,
Okay, yeah.
sarcastic American white male,
Right, yeah.
American white male,
Yeah, oh, fucking range is out relentless here.
and sarcastic American.
That's how I feel right now. There was emotes flying all over the place.
So I think he's going to be really good. Also, he thinks Italians aren't real people.
Did he legitimately say this?
He said they're abnormal
Right.
because he said he's going to do it in a normal voice as opposed to an Italian one.
Right. That's some choice wording. Not a good choice, but some choice wording. Chris Pratt showing that.
He's also Garfield as well.
Chris Pratt constantly showing that he has his ass hanging out more and more again. Metaphorically speaking.
Yes.
He's also been linked to some very dubious church-related beliefs.
Just any church then.
Well, yeah, I guess, but I mean, anti-abortion, anti-trans shit.
That sounds like most churches.
Yeah, most churches. Yeah. He's not a good man. He's not a good man.
I thought Chris Pratt was the only annoying person in Parks and Rec because he was the only character that got stupider as the show went along. Like, like when shows go on, stupid characters get stupider, smart characters get smarter,
Yeah.
and no one stays in the middle.
Yeah.
Every single other person on that show got smarter except for him. So he was like beyond stupid levels of functioning. Like, didn't know how a wallet worked, or was like just unaware of, like how doors operated or whatever. And the rest of the cast are off like literally running the country and, being people, and he's like, it was weird. It was like he was the only one that they forgot to not make a real character.
It's the only one that didn't give any character development to him. Done actually done character development.
Just like every
underdeveloped.
They developed him. Every line out of his mouth was just like, I am so stupid, I couldn't exist as a real person. And it got really annoying really quickly, like, because he kept leaving the show as well to do like movies and shit. I was like, good. He's like the worst part of the show.
It's one of those things where like I looked at that show and I looked at it the same way as The Office, where like people wouldn't shut up about it, and because people wouldn't shut up about it, I decided that I'm not going to watch it.
The Office?
Well, it happened with The Office for a while, and then people start doing Parks and Rec, and then it's that thing where like people just keep telling me to watch something to the point where I'm like, no, I'm not going to now.
Or what is it? The Office and Parks and Rec are like 70% the same show. Bar all the actors are different, but like all the writers, directors, and cast or crew, they're all the same people. It's all the same writers. They went from The Office to Parks and Rec.
Right. Okay.
Like when The Office was done, they went to Parks and Rec. I think they were both going at the same time for like a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to leave Parks and Rec for a bit, finish The Office, and then went back to do Parks and Rec. I actually like Parks and Rec more than The Office now.
Right. Okay.
Because The Office just got, people ruined The Office because it became their whole thing.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, again, that's one of the reasons why I just refused to watch it after a while, because like it got to that point where people just end up ruining things, it became some people's like entire personality. Kind of like Rick and Morty. That became a bunch of people's fucking personality.
I have never fell off something that I liked so quickly than that show. Holy shit.
It's like by the end of season 2, it was so good, and then people existed and ruined it.
It's so. There's never been a better case of people ruining a show than Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, Macy, that's lovely. I hope your mom's having a wonderful.
Hello, Macy's mom.
Hope
she better be watching, because we're saying nice things about her.
Yes, hope she has a wonderful weekend.
And she has a daughter who sends milk. I think that's a pretty accurate statement.
It's an accurate statement.
Milk that we enjoy.
Could be worded a little bit better.
It could be, but it also could be worded a lot worse.
Yeah, but you know, Community was one that was good for a while and then kind of went downhill. Chevy Chase is a piece of shit.
Fucking hate Community.
Fair.
He had always fucking hated it. It just, from the second I watched it, no way, just when something rubs you the wrong way.
Yeah.
I can't stand Joel McHale.
I can't stand him or Chevy Chase.
But hi, Rosie's mom. So many mums. So many mums in the chat. Big Bill Energy in the chat. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, you really shouldn't have.
Mothers, we'd like to friend. Welcome, ladies. If Guinness is better in Ireland, as opposed to where, the answer is yes. But
probably England.
I want to know where.
Probably England.
I mean, like, you can still get a decent pint of Guinness in England.
I've been there and I've yet to get one. Many a time.
Scotland are bad at it.
Scotland's bad at it. England's bad at it.
Wetherspoons are bad at it.
Wetherspoons is bad at it. Hope is bad at it, which is just outside of Manchester. Manchester. Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Manchester's bad at it. Liverpool's bad at it. London's terrible at it. Bedford is just atrocious at it.
Fucking Bedford's at it again.
Milton Keynes is bad at it. Like, these are the places I've been to in England. They're just bad at it.
Is Ocean from Manchester? He reacted very strongly to you saying
very
Manchester.
bad at Guinness.
Yeah. Oh, she's not watching. That's
Thank
fine.
God, Macy, because Jesus fucking Christ.
I can go back to like saying her mom's hot again. I wasn't saying it. You never know. Might be a little pick me up for her. Looking well.
It's not like your partner's in the chat or anything.
What about your mums? How do we end the stream? How do we do that? Here, what about this?
Really put that application in my face.
Wonderful.
Fucking hell.
God, I love doing this show.
Jesus Christ. No one goes downhill from here.
Us.
Because we can get worse and we will.
We get worse than we will.
We can and will get worse.
Challenge. What a challenge.
You really think that's a challenge? I just have to let you talk on Banter.
All you have to do is open your mouth and someone will say something horrible at some stage. I mean, like, compared to what people actually say on the internet, I think we're pretty tame. Like,
we are, but like, it's one of those ones where, one second, just checking the notifications on TikTok. Oh, fuck. Thank you very much for the Instagram stuff, Tara. I appreciate it. Big brain energy in that one as well.
oh,
The biggest of brain energy happening there. We love it.
the big B.
Big B. Also on the did I retweet the tweet? I did not retweet the tweet. You did tweet out, didn't you?
Yeah. No brain updates this week. He's fine. Nothing really. He hasn't done anything really. We got a harness on him for the first time, I
I
guess.
saw that, which is a big step considering
like-
it was like trust issues for the obvious reasons.
Yeah, he was harnessed up. So now we can harness the energy of Brent.
So yeah.
It's like if I could get him on like a small dog treadmill and just like
Small dog treadmill. Why a dog?
get him to
No worries,
run,
Sam.
get him to run to like generate energy, I'd never have to pay for electric again. Because he's a very energetic dog.
He's only energetic when he wants to play though.
That's true, but like I try to like run out with him
Oh really?
sometimes. And I think he resents me because I can't keep up with him.
Really?
Because he has 4 legs and I only have 2.
Thank you very much for the retweet, Spectral, Rosie, and Sam. You're absolute sweethearts.
Big nice energy in the chat today.
Wholesome reasons. I think the reasons are more
I think that
wholesome than wholesome.
oh, there's holes involved there. All right, like I think that one's going to do very well on social media.
I'm having. So you probably noticed I'm having to like bleep out the.
I don't think I used any swear words.
No, just in
Right.
general. I've been doing that there, and it's been proving a little bit better on some of the metrics on TikTok. And stuff. All of the mum holes, the face, the 2 ones down.
The taint.
Oh my God, Macy! Thank you very much.
Oh, it's Cozy Cats.
Oh shit! It was Cozy Cat. Thank you.
God.
Sorry. You're an
Thank
absolute sweetheart. Thank you for the gifted sub. Absolute sweetheart.
big gift,
First day,
Nancy.
first day here, and she's just being an absolute
doing?
lovely soul. What do you like?
Totally
And
unnecessary.
don't say
But we
dicks and apple
appreciate it.
juice.
What? Were you talking about apple juice?
But really, put that apple juice in my face.
That was actually an appropriate use of that.
So there you go.
Oh, but
Thank
yes,
you.
you're an absolute sweetheart, Cozy Cat. Absolute sweetheart.
We appreciate it.
We do, really do.
do,
It helps
we do, we
supports
do.
the channel. It helps us buy more fun equipment. Someone say dicks and apple juice. God damn it, why do you always come in with that noise? Fucking Christ. I ran out of apple juice. No, we need to send 5 million cartons of apple juice to their house.
Okay.
Did it really have to wait till after that? I felt it was necessary to.
That's last week's sound. What the fuck? Did I not switch that out? Close your eyes. I'll find a new sound. No, legitimately, I don't.
Don't do anything to me with my eyes closed.
I'm not going to do anything to your fucking eyes closed.
Don't put anything in my mouth.
No, you can't say that. Okay,
Took too long.
I'm going to put all the things in your mouth. Oh, jeez, I thought I'd switch that out. That's it fixed now. Oh my God, technical difficulties. Touch his nipples. Oh no, you had to touch your nipples, but your eyes are open now. Ah!
God, you really went to town on those bad boys?
No, I did, because I'm like a wee nippy nip.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
I finished some apple juice. Oh, you finished some apple juice?
What, apple juice? Like this?
But really, put that apple juice in my face.
To be fair, I cut that short. There is a part earlier than that there that acknowledges IRL directly and is apple juice.
Oh, I missed it.
Love it. I love it.
Entire but neighbors are loud story of my life. We have to
Yeah.
deal with Ed Sheeran at the minute, so you can come feel annoyed
Get-
by your neighbors with us.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
But no, I fixed your button, so you're good now.
What, this button?
Creamery.
I've never regretted hitting a button so much in my life. And I've turned off my dad's life support machine. This is ridiculous.
Hey, you haven't done that.
I don't know.
He's still alive. I literally drove past him today going to my man and dad's house.
Oh, God.
Secondly, that's your scream.
I know. But it's also that word that I knew that would come back at some point. I'm surprised.
You made a point of...
I'm surprised that's how long it took people to use the word.
It's the horror episode.
That is pretty scary, to be honest.
Big stream daddy energy in the chat.
I'm loving it.
Being stream uncle. We need to get a stream uncle emote.
That's what does stream uncle emote look like?
Like a stream daddy, but like
how would you?
saying
Oh, shit,
uncle.
we gotta hydrate.
We gotta hydrate. Let me get my water. Oh, we need a creamery command.
Oh my! Do not make a creamery command.
You know what you have to do.
I will fucking leave this house right now.
No, you won't.
I will not leave this house right now. But I'll think about it. I'll complain about it a bit. You know what? It's fine. I don't care.
You know what you need to do.
I just hate it. It's such an ugly word.
It's such a great word. I'm gonna leave her looking like a creamery.
I actually see that's not quite. That's pretty good.
See, you just gotta use it right. You know, just leave their face looking like a spoiled creamery.
No, you ruined it there.
Leave their.
You had it.
Okay,
You had
leave,
it, and then you wrecked it.
leave them looking like an overflowed creamery.
Do you know what a creamery is?
It's a place where they usually make ice cream and other cream-like products. Yes.
Yeah. So you don't need to.
An overflowing creamery. Think about it.
You don't need to put an adjective on that. Just saying leave her like a creamery.
No.
is
Overflowing
more than
because it's
enough.
meant to be a cream pie, you dickhead. And cream pies leak.
But like, they make ice cream in like huge.
Let me
massive
be a
vats.
pervert with my adjectives, you sluts.
Have you seen the size of things that they make ice cream in? They're
Have you seen a cream pie?
They're like huge industrial vats
Yes.
of ice cream. So like,
Yes.
if you had one of those,
Yes.
so I've said the word creamery too many times.
Yeah.
And I don't like this.
Look, I'm just saying. Let me be sultry with my adjectives.
A chocolate creamery. Now that's that. I can get on board with that because that's anal. That's fine.
Oh,
Why,
I'm gonna say
there's a lot of don't say moist.
moist. A
don't-
moist creamery.
I don't mind. Don't mind the word moist at all.
It doesn't bother me at all.
This turkey's really succulent.
Turculary?
This turkey's really succulent and moist, and then everyone's left,
Yeah.
and then you get free Christmas dinner because they've all left.
And then I turn around to my prospective consensual partner and
Uh-huh.
go, I'm going to leave you looking, I'm going to make you looking moist. Or I'm going to make you moist. Or generally it's a very moist area and I'm about to do it.
Sure. It sounds like they would be backing out of the room at this point.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
like,
right.
I've got some moist turkey in my hand.
You're just in an aisle in Marks and Spencer's and people are just backing away from you. Like, all right, mate. All right.
This aisle is very moist.
Clean up on aisle me.
Like, you know what? That'd be funny if someone said that in like a sex shop.
Yeah.
Clean up an aisle me.
Clean up on me.
After seeing like some fun toys that clearly has sparked an interest or an
I think
excitement
I've
in them.
definitely said that at some point. I think not in a sex shop, just in my general day-to-day life.
But clean up on aisle me.
Yeah. I can't remember why, but I know I've definitely said it.
Would like to know the
What's
context.
buying? Or what happened? Yeah, we'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll
I
just
don't
never know.
I don't know. We'll never.
But yes,
Is there a wet command as well?
not
why-
yet. But I mean, the mods can make them at any time. They're good like that.
If I knew how to make stuff, I would.
Okay, love that. That's pure dripping.
What? Oh. Well, people keep trying to read it. Well, what's the term for someone who works in a creamery? A creamerist?
A creamer.
Like leave them looking like a creamer. Got that one. Got him.
Right in your
Got
mouth.
him. Right in my mouth. Got that syrup covered bear right in my mouth.
Just a really clean bear. Streamer creamers.
Creamer streamers, I guess, would work better.
Either way works.
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason in my head, it just my head went to like almost like Ghostbuster style stuff, just a Slimer.
Oh yeah, like a big marshmallow.
Yeah.
Why am I like this?
Why am I like this?
Why am I like this?
Streamer creamer. What's it? Wait, I'm the streamer creamer. Gonna make that streamer cream. Ew.
Is this Twitch after all? Like, is that stuff
Just creaming in your general area.
frowned on
What's that?
anymore? All the stream creaming.
There's definitely something to be said for. I think in humor and jokes are fine, but they are very specific about not sharing adult content on the screens or anything like that there. And if you're to have anything sexual on screen with you at any time, like a toy or something relating to sexual health or just, you know, sexual education, it has to be in the guise of sexual education.
So we just couldn't have like a row of big dildos.
No, we would have to. I mean, if we were doing a sex education show, which we're not going to because we're not qualified for that, we could then make the argument.
I've come a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I'm a creamer.
But it's one of those ones where we could make the argument that we are doing sex education, and these are some of the things that you'd find and would be discussed during said education. So clean. It's a very clean bear. We are a very clean chat. This is a very clean stream. No come anywhere. No, not at all. It's a soapy bear, Bethany. I swear.
Bethany again.
That Bethany accusing us of all sorts. Bethany, you need to shut the fuck up.
Stop being such a purist.
Yeah,
Bethany, for fuck's sake.
Bethany, go fuck yourself because no one else will. I'm sorry for any Bethany's out there. I'm sure you're all lovely. Just that Bethany specifically mentioned.
Just this fictional one that we've made up. She's such a bitch.
Such a
prude.
piece of shit. Thank you very much for the follow on the Instagram, by the way, Cozy. You're an absolute sweetheart. I see you do art, so I'm a follow back because I do.
Oh shit, an artist.
Just a little. Apparently, they do animation. They
Color me a creamery.
Yeah, so that's cool. I do love art, so I'm gonna follow that back because I fucking love me some art.
I'm okay with it.
I can't believe he's an artist as well, though. Yeah, my sister is forcing me to watch Fast and Furious, so I'll not. So I'll likely not catch you tonight anymore, but I'll keep stream running. Not a problem. I hope you have a lovely night, Simon. Thank you for even supporting us, even if you're not able to directly chat with us at the time.
Is it the first Fast and Furious?
Yeah, okay, before you go, is it the first one? Is it the one where family and the coronas
It's about family, not the virus.
Not the virus. It's about the family drinking a Corona and quarter-mile Corona drinking.
Because the first one's really good.
It wasn't actually bad. It just wasn't high.
I watched it about 3 weeks ago.
It's not bad. Really it's just not high cinema. It's good. Like,
you want to know what I watched a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is actually pretty decent."
What's that?
Fucking Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
It's not bad. It got a bad rap.
WTF? This lead guy is awful.
Yes,
but the rest of the movie is not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad. Yeah, he's pretty furious. Oh, to be fair, I could be both. Like,
it's the fourth one. She's
the fifth one. Oh, it's Fast 5.
Ooh. Wait, she's just the fifth one. I thought she said the fourth one. Yeah. So the fifth one. Is that the one with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
I think that's the one where he turns up. He's the fifth guy.
So he's the fifth guy.
There's like 30 of them in it.
I don't know anymore. The second one was
not good.
Not great. No,
it was not good because it didn't have Ben the Family Diesel in it.
Yeah, it's no longer about the family. It was about. Everyone knows that I'm a government agent.
Yeah, you are an FBI agent.
Happy Bacon Man. Very upsetting. He like no creamery. No.
Creamery.
That's my thoughts on the matter. We should have said that.
I fucking love that I mean, to be fair, right? We haven't abused your disdain for creamery.
That's true.
We've been very respectful up till now.
Although you got a good scream as well. Is that the one from that video from ages ago from the kitchen? Or
yes,
from the show?
That is the one from the kitchen. Trust me, that still exists. I have the archive. I have like some
footage.
I have some old archival footage. It's not really
so
worth
wicked, which allegedly proclaims creamy, 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 creamy.
God, there's too much phlegm in the.
I fucking love it. It's because like
Welsh accent.
Yeah, but like they use W's in a ridiculous amount, so it works. And he does the uwu speaking pretty well with it, actually.
Oh,
it's like creamy. for you know what? That's a really good voice. Watch,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's not bad.
What was I saying? Yeah, so like I find like a bunch of archival like clip footage. It's not very funny for the most part, but I sent it.
It's footage of us. It has to be funny.
No, I love it's me. Just like it's
Okay,
like
never mind,
older
that's
from like 2 or 3 years ago. And it's not too funny because whoever was, you know, for all the clips back then, it just probably wasn't probably just jokes that didn't really land or like are so out of context now that they're not funny out of context. But
right.
I've sent them over to the contextual cretin, and they might be able to
Just like
use them for sound bites here and there or construct sentences.
Think of all the things that we played on stream that are gone forever. Like we finished all of RE2
Yes.
on stream.
No.
Is that gone? Yeah.
It's gone, but we didn't finish it all.
We did. Well, we done a playthrough.
We done a playthrough of one character.
We done Chris's first playthrough, but that's when the game was like out. It was like
So we didn't, but yes.
it was new. What do you mean we didn't?
Well, we can't play a playthrough of a character. It's not in that game. You said we played through Chris's character.
You know what I mean?
Just being a dick here. I don't. You know what? That's absolutely fine. Not so wicked. It's a lot of footage, and
We
I don't
had,
think it's very
like,
good, if I'm honest.
What, the first third of Ocarina of Time?
Yes,
gone.
that was lost.
So much Kingdom Hearts footage.
Gone. But that's because Twitch doesn't like retain that shit forever. I might have some of it located somewhere in like unlisted or private videos on
Some
YouTube.
Outlast shit. We played
I
through.
might have some of that
we
footage
played
unlisted.
through Injustice. There was loads of us. There was women on that stream. Tara and the other one.
Justice.
Yeah, Injustice 2.
Oh yes, the fighting game.
Yeah. Think of what else? Some stuff. We've streamed a lot of things over
Yeah,
there.
but like it all gets like it retains on
goes.
Twitch for about 60 days, unless I highlight it, which I don't normally do. I only really highlight the talk show stuff, and then it stays forever. But like,
Why would you just highlight everything?
because
Do you run out of space or something?
no, it's just it's just there's no point.
That was good for archival reasons.
I mean, or they could just be here live with us.
Well, more for like stuff for us to do with it.
Well, that's the thing. Anything that me and you do, I archive, so that stuff gets highlighted, like turns into highlights. Like all of the player versus player episodes have been highlighted there permanently on the channel, on our Twitch channel, and then they're also on our YouTube channel because we export them
Really
over there.
Yeah.
So all that still is like there. It's not like all of my other footage, my other fucking endeavor, like got fucking deleted or anything.
It did indeed, but that was not
Still kind of pissed me off. Still pisses me off to this day, to be fair, because that's a lot of footage that I could have maybe
Yeah, that was probably like what, several, maybe what,
500 episodes of
more
stuff.
than 1,000 hours, you reckon?
Not 1,000 hours because they're 10-minute videos, 500 plus episodes. So you're talking probably about maybe
We were doing it for like
200 or 300 hours, maybe.
Probably more than that. Yeah, we've done like a couple of streams where I've drawn and no one gave a shit. So I'm not doing that again. Also a lot of effort. It's hard to
To be fair, we were a lot smaller back then, though.
it's hard to draw and talk. I know it sounds stupid, but it's hard to concentrate on drawing while
while
also
talking.
trying to maintain a constant conversation. So,
Yeah.
like, it doesn't really like. I know a lot of like drawing streams are just things people have on in the background, but like if I was drawing stuff, it would be like, look at this stupid thing. So
Yeah, people enjoyed it.
I know it's very.
It's one of those things where like I can carry the conversation and help you with it. It's not always going to be just on you.
I know, but I draw all week. I don't want to come here to fucking draw.
That is valid as well. That is valid as well.
I'd be like, right, come on,
The man is a professional artist, by the way.
We'll do a show where
So-
you do spreadsheets for a while.
No, you know, I totally get it. Like, it's one of those ones where if it's something you're doing so much for it, your regular career, you want a break from it, you know?
But I suppose like I would be okay with doing. I would actually be very up for doing like a short, like a Gardic phone, like an hour of it or something like that with all you lot. Yeah, it'd be quite funny.
Sorry, define that for me. I don't know what you mean by that.
What the fuck? I keep getting the word wrong. What the fuck is the game called? Is it Gardic phone, Gardic art, the thing where you draw and it's like you all do it on the browser. I can never remember what the fuck it's called. It's got like a really stupid name that doesn't.
There's
make
like
any sense.
TKO and fucking,
The last time I mentioned it,
Jackbox and stuff.
someone jumped in with the answer. It's not Jackbox. It's like you're literally
No,
drawing.
but there's a thing called TKO where you do draw t-shirt designs.
Right. Oh yes, I remember that. No,
Um,
the thing I'm talking about, it's called like Gardic phone or G art.
I mean, it's one of those ones like if one
I don't know what
week
Scribble is.
if 1 week you wanted to like do drawing stuff during PvP just for a quick half an hour, just for a laugh, you know. People just throw out suggestions like, what do you want to see a quick 2-minute sketch on, and then you try and see if you can draw like just a funny 2-minute sketch
So
on
many
it.
penises.
Yeah.
Or could you draw a penis on Twitch?
No, we'd have to avoid anything a bit too salacious. But like, if like someone randomly came in and was like, okay, like I said, okay, you have to draw a crab wielding a hammer, and you have to
That's
try and
pretty
draw.
good,
You have to like do that in 2 minutes and stuff. Like, you know, half an hour.
Well,
like
that's like.
Is that it there?
Yes, thank you. Yes, it is Garlic Phone. Yeah, that's pretty. What you just described it's exactly.
Oh, is that what that is?
But
Okay.
you get like a minute to draw something. It's like,
Oh, okay.
if you have 5 people in a room, you start with 5 people writing a sentence. You just make a sentence up.
Yeah.
It'll be like Gandalf going to the shop,
Yeah.
and then someone gets that to draw.
Yeah.
So you have a minute to draw it,
Yeah.
and then someone sees the drawing, and you're like, and it asks you, what do you think this is?
Oh,
And they
okay.
answer, and then you have to draw their answer.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
it's like by the start and the end, it's a totally different thing, because it'll be like, you know, Pikachu hitting a handball, and
Yeah.
someone will be like, oh, this is obviously, you know, Mario eating a hot dog, and you're like, it's literally not even close, but it goes from like one thing to the other, and then it also compiles them all into like this is where it started,
Yeah.
this is what they read, this is what they drew, and it shows you them being drawn as well.
That's cool.
So like it's really fun. Like we used to do it every every Friday on in Pigs and Blankets for like an hour or two. Just at the end, it's just like fucking like wind down, and it ended up becoming like so competitive that we had to stop.
we could do that. We could do that at some point. Why not?
But
Let's do that.
Yeah,
I'd say.
that would be quite fun to do.
Yeah, I thought you were saying garlic phone as well, and I was like, what the fuck is a garlic phone?
I know it's not garlic. I was saying it's such a terrible name.
Yeah.
because it sounds like the Arctic, like Arctic phone.
Wait.
What the hell is garlic phone?
1 second. Cozy, what is PowerPoint karaoke?
Play PowerPoint karaoke. Yeah, what is that?
That sounds interesting. Can you give us like a link or a synopsis or a TLDR on that?
Garlic Phone also does like a GIF game, which is quite good, where it makes you do 5 frames of a GIF. So you get like a GIF. You go on a website that uploads PowerPoint presentations.
Click a random one.
Right, and then you have to like present it.
Could you? I can do that. I'm like,
Can we do that?
I'm pseudo trained on that.
I have to give a presentation off the cuff. Is this a thing? Give us that link. We'll try it now.
I'm pseudo decent at that stuff, and so are you, because you had to do it for a living.
Motherfucker, I've presented to so many game companies. It means nothing to me. Like
I worked in sales environments where I had to talk up bullshit
yeah.
regularly and make it.
Dude, I work for Outsider. I've had to talk about bullshit for like 10 years.
Yeah. I've been doing it as well for, I've been doing it like I've been doing like corporate versions of it, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. I have to do the small indie version of it.
You're doing like gaming version, like you're doing like the art version, and I do the corporate version of it. Which is not to invalidate one or the other. He probably has the more interesting version of it, if I'm honest.
more stressful version.
Yeah, true.
It's like I'm responsible. It's like
Yeah.
if we don't get this, you're out of a job.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Fuck.
I did it with my godbrother in person, extra drawing once, and we somehow got Beatles getting gay married or something.
I don't think I could draw that in a minute. See, annoyingly, because I'm such a perfectionist, the thing that annoys me is that if I get a minute to draw something, 25 seconds of it is looking stuff up, because like they would bust in like some Japanese character that I never heard of before. I was like, right, shit, I have to do some reference here, and like half the time's gone, so you're like,
It's like, who is a Goku?
a Goku.
Who is this Majima?
Hey, Majima.
Would you
Would
eat
you eat a garlic phone? Fuck you, whoever made that. Fuck you. Oh, there's clarified butter in there.
Why would you say fuck you to them?
They're making fun of my speech impediment.
You don't have a speech impediment for a
Shut
start.
up. Well, you're making fun of my speech impediment.
No, you don't have one. I'm not making fun of it. I'm just denying the fact that you're trying to make a claim about something you don't have. You're Majima. I like that one, Ocean. On the garlic bread, in the rain, no think of the children.
Who mentioned garlic bread?
It will return call on you with clarified butter.
Fucking hungry now.
Garlic bread's good shit.
Fucking garlic bread.
Garlic bread's tight.
Top 5 things to eat.
Top 5 breads.
Dude, top 5 things to eat.
With or without cheese? No way. Some people like put a melted cheese on top.
Irrelevant, I think.
Okay, fair. Oh, why are you tipping a fedora? Get out. Don't you start it, you fucking freak.
What, a wee bit of this?
Oh, you fucking insane.
I think we should get fedoras.
I would actually rather jump out a fucking 20-story window.
Would you be wearing a fedora while you done it?
It'd force me to.
Glue it on.
Again, I have very, very rarely, but I do have standards. What is this Dropbox?
Chicken. Doug's zombie.
There's a 30
slide
presentation. Do you think you can deliver that?
Maybe. We'll keep it up. See how it goes.
Okay, well, do you want to move over to screen on screen for a wee second and then see if you can deliver it? 1 second.
Oh shit.
Right.
Too late.
Let's see if you can deliver this.
I found one of my will this actually play?
Windows the size of 20 floors. The building's is ground floor only.
So there you go, like one of the GIF things where everyone has to draw
Oh shit, that's cool.
one frame of a GIF.
That's really cool,
But
actually.
you can misinterpret what it is because I thought it was someone trying to catch a Pikachu, but it's not. It's like someone playing baseball. So it's like that's why like the first 4 are baseball, and then the last one's someone trying to catch a Pikachu.
What the fuck? No worries, Spectrum. No worries. Right, I want you to deliver chicken.
Is our big gamer away?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. I thought you were.
Right. Tell me when you want to move on to the next part.
Okay. Right. So we're here to talk about the chicken. So we're today is brought to you by chicken. Okay. The life giver, you know, unless you're a vegetarian and you don't eat it, but we're going to ignore them for now. So imagine there are no vegetarians on the planet. So it's only people who eat chicken, people, dogs, probably other chickens. I don't know what chickens do in their spare time. They're immaculate creatures. They're small. Sometimes they're also.
Tell me when you want to go to the next slide.
Sometimes they're also big. Next slide, please. So the process of becoming a chicken, it's pretty complicated. So you start off with the chicken. There's no egg, and then the chicken becomes a different chicken.
Right.
And then once this chicken realizes that it's become a different chicken, it immediately dies, and then the corpse of that chicken spawns 2 more chickens. Like they come from the ethereal plane,
right,
to devour that chicken, but they leave behind smaller chickens.
Okay.
Right. So next slide, please. So that chicken, the profit is chicken. So basically what you've got is just the chicken. Like
right.
You're in it. Like at this point, we're in the chicken world, you know,
right? Where
this is not a turkey world or a tuna world. This is the chicken world.
Right.
So, you know, your businesses are chicken.
Yeah.
Your cars, chicken.
Okay. Yeah.
Your planes, chicken.
Yeah.
Even your eggs are chicken.
Right.
You know, ironically though,
what?
you know, the brand Chicken Tonight.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. There's no Chicken Tonight in the chicken world, which is where we all are. Next slide, please. Thank you. Triplets. Next slide. So what's the chicken's chicken? So like what do they want? You know, in a chicken? Like, do they want the chicken or do they want the egg? But the eggs aren't even involved in this because it's just the chickens. So it's all about, you know, the chicken and the chicken within.
Okay.
Next slide, please. So now we're on to the chicken's twin brother, which is actually a turkey. So he doesn't count. Next slide. So they're made out of several ingredients, and were you given your notes on the way in?
I understand that there's some laws relating to the chickens and how that's evolved.
No, these are actually chapters. So,
okay.
So we give you your reading materials on the way in. Do you not have them? No?
Not currently.
So that's all right. I have it memorized. So the chicken dictionary, or the Chictionary, if you will. That's very good. Is essentially the rule book of how to become a chicken. See, because chickens aren't born, they're made. They used to be people. And if you bend over enough, you eventually become a chicken, which is why, you know, eggs don't exist, because they're a myth. So every chicken you see, it's just a person who's fallen over and has become a chicken. Next slide. And that's covered in the book, but we've moved on from the book now. So this is the chicken's stepfather. That's the the progenitor. The first ever chicken was the stepfather of chicken. He was actually he was a species above chicken.
Right.
It was a species called chicken,
Right.
but it was chicken with a capital C.
Yeah.
Because up to this point, we've been talking about chickens with a small c.
Right.
The small c chickens, as we call them.
Yeah.
Next slide, please. This is a graph. What we done here is we put a piece of paper down on the ground.
Yeah.
And we let the chickens peck at the paper, and this is the results. As you can see, like they're like, look at how close those groupings are. They're very clever animals. Next slide. And then one spilt a glass of water over it, and it ruined practically the whole experiment. Next slide. And then one bled, a separate chicken bled slightly over the paper, and it formed this strange line. But it was also really good at maths, so it used that to make some kind of like divider. Next slide, please. And then they wrote a book, but they're not very good at PowerPoint, so this slide's actually meant to be a lot bigger, but we'll not make them feel bad, so we'll move on to the next one. Thank you. And then they multiplied, and they said we'll move on to the next slide because that's where the real information is. So this is like the most information that you can get from a chicken. So chickens can't read, they can't write, they don't have hands or feet. They're just trying to get along in life because, as I said before, all chickens used to be people. All you have to do is bend over and you become a chicken. So if you want this to make more sense, just bend over. Like whatever room you're in right now, just get on the floor, curl up into a ball, consider yourself an egg or a chicken with a small c, and you will become a big C chicken. Next slide, please. Thank you. I think we've already covered this. Next slide. Thank you. The chickens also are really good at binary. Right, 1 in 10 chickens do have a degree in computing. Right, and they're responsible for creating
Big colloquial.
yes, the big colloca chickens. They're the the daddy chickens. So the ones with the degree in computing, right? They're like your Mark Zuckerbergs, or sorry, your Mark Zuckerberg, if you will.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Next slide, please. Thank you. And this was his thesis that 2 chickens divided by 3 chicken theories make an actual double C chicken. So it's CC chicken. 1 large, 1 small. He's a very smart man. Mark Zuckerberg. He's good. He's good. Next slide, please. Thank you. And then this was his final. This is what his conclusion to is that when you put 3 sets of chickens into a large room, they will write a paper, which is just fascinating, because they don't even have hands or feet, but that's another matter. Next slide, please. Thank you. And then one of them just thought all this up right at the end, because you can see the speech bubble there. Like up to this point, this was all hyperbole. None of this has been proved. This is practically a dream for the chickens. Next slide, please. Thank you. And finally, the what we call the triple decker is when you go to KFC and you ask for 3 burgers to be put on top of each other. This is exactly what they're referring to here, the triple decker. Next slide, please. Thank you very much. Yes. See this graph? This is just how much chickens have meant to history over the years. As you'll see here, the ratio of chicken to chickens.
Yeah.
It's a direct parallel to the creation of the atomic bomb. Like there's no question about it that they were responsible for the atom bomb.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I don't know what else this graph could possibly tell you. That you can see right at the 24:08. I mean, it's so clear that the bomb went off. Next slide, please. Thank you. And then this is, of course, all the people who died in the attacks. The very large numbers of just chicken devastation. The chicken station is just, it's really sad, but you've got to get your historical facts in there. Next slide, please. Thank you. And then these are all the new chickens that were born the year and after, all with horrible defects. They actually grew up as people, which is very strange. They weren't even chickens anymore. So they had hands and feet and could also do doctorates. Next slide, please. Thank you. And these are all the ones who drowned. Just doesn't really have anything to do with it, but we thought we'll put it in there for hyperbole. Next slide, please. Thank you. And then the purple ones are the romantic chickens. They're responsible for
The romantic chickens.
Yeah, they're responsible for making triple small C chickens. They're the chicken children.
Right.
The chicken children. So they're children of chicken and chicken. You know, because it's all, when it comes down to it, it's all chicken. You know? So next slide, please. Thank you very much. And then that's where we're at now. There's just 2 left, and it's pretty sad that they only made 1 atomic bomb, because you know we could have got rid of the rest of them as well. Next slide, please. Thank you. And there you go. That's some of that's my references for the talk. That's where I got all my sources from. The Chicken C 104 93 555. It's really great.
I was following up till then.
No, that's well. If you have look, if you
I was following up to that, not so good.
If you haven't heard of them, that's fine. I'm sure it's very alien subject to you, but I do have a chicken prepared, like talk prepared. We could go on to that, but we'll see. And that's me done. And that's of course the equation to make more chickens. It's fairly simple. Like it's cluck plus fuck equals suck, and then you do it.
That's the end of that presentation, apparently. We give it another one. 1 second. I just want to check what this is. It's another. No, what is it? Maybe I click the same one again. I think you pasted the same one back in there again, Cozy, because I just clicked that link there and it's just the chicken one again.
You're welcome, everyone.
Jesus fucking Christ. I can't excuse the chicken, but I draw the line at romance.
If there's another one, you can try this one. You get to talk about, oh shit, your next startup. Quite good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
I'm not gonna do well on this one. It's only 12 slides though.
Oh, you only get the 12. You
Yeah.
get the 12. You get the 12er. So, what's your presentation about today?
Guys, let me tell you about your next startup. This is going to revolutionize your money and income flow in a way that you did not imagine ever. We're going to help you diversify and create new cash flow unlike any other.
Oh my God.
Know how we're going to do that there? We're going to solve the real problems. The real problems are the ones that are almost the simplest, but the problem is that we overcomplicate these real problems by trying to reinvent the wheel. The wheel does not need to be reinvented. It's a already sustainable asset and a resource that has got us from literally primordial man to where we are now.
That's right.
And this is the problem. We keep trying to reinvent simple things instead of using simple solutions. Now, sometimes we start with something that looks like it provides almost a gap in the market, right? Something that fixes things that we never thought about before. The spork, wonderful invention. Put a knife on it. Next thing you know, we've revolutionized the way that we can do dining inside aeroplanes. Minimize the risk factor of useless cutlery.
That happens.
But however, some people take it too far and end up just over egging the omelet. Not worth it. We're not beyond that there, right? We don't wait for the perfect time, because the perfect time could take a century, a millennium, or 2 minutes away. It's unknown. It's unheard of. You've got to invent the right time. You have to be able to seize the moment at that time with this wonderful way and this ability to seize the gap in the market. Simple. What we're going to do is keep it simple, right? Sometimes solutions are not often the ones people will see right in front of them. They can still be simple, but sometimes out of the box. Think about it. What is someone else not doing that is simple to solve the problem that doesn't have necessarily the most obvious solution? Think outside of the box. Try and approach it from a different angle, right? How we do that is we don't believe in the hype of other people. The problem is that too many people are willing to follow other people like they are shepherds and they are the sheep. You need to become the shepherd, right? You need to find yourself, your own flock to follow you. Be your own hype. Don't believe someone else's hype. Create your own hype. You need to be the hype man for your own success, right? And it's simple. Plan ahead. Look at what happened yesterday. Look what's going to happen today. Think about what happened tomorrow. We can forge the future of tomorrow by learning from what we did in the past and taking action today. Don't be the dinosaurs that Noah forgot, okay? Right? Simple. Network and interact. Have some sort of way of establishing your brand to other people with your solutions in a wider field, a wider net of coverage. Stand out from the pack. Again, we're not the flock, we are the shepherd. Okay? Easy, right? When we do that there, do it in a way that makes sense. Don't overload yourself. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to delegate. Not all of this needs to be on your shoulders. It has to be a shared experience. That's why we have our own flock. It's about generating a belief system that means that you can offload some of this workflow onto people that you can trust and have the same vision as you to aspire to the same goals. It's simple. Don't always put it on you. It's a shared endeavor because you're trying to lead that flock. Don't give up. Sometimes, why?
Yeah, it's legs. We're handcuffs together. Don't stop. Keep going.
People tend to get just a little bit tripped up at the beginning. Most businesses are not profitable within their first 3 years. You're going to see a margin of error and unprofitability in the first years, and that is going to dishearten you. You've got to power through because at the end of the day, not all success is going to be earned in the now, it's in the future. We talked about it earlier. Learn from the past mistakes, do the current actions to inspire the concepts and the actual future reality that you want. It's easy, but you've got to be very, very focused on that. Don't be giving up. Have a belief system in there because you want those people to believe you at the same time. Again, you are the shepherd, they are the flock. Right? But don't fall in love with your idea. And I'm going to tell you why, right? Falling in love with your own idea means that you're not capable of taking on constructive criticism. You need to be able to bend to the flow of what works. You need to be able to understand that maybe there is a flaw in the design. The end goal is still there, but you need to be able to understand that maybe getting to A to B doesn't necessarily have to, or maybe A to C doesn't have to go through B. Maybe we can go to D, E, and first, see what's going on there, and incorporate some of those aspects from E, F, and G into our B to get to C. Think about it. No one's infallible. We've got to be essentially open to that constructive criticism. Love the idea, but also know that it can be flexible. But don't fall for it too hard.
No.
Thank you. And go fuck yourself.
Yours was all pictures. I had to talk about chickens. Well done. I feel inspired. I feel like I could start a really like a shitty startup that has no chance, but feel good about it.
I have been trained to talk bullshit for to sell stuff to people. It's just about being enthusiastic, even if you don't believe a single fucking word about it.
People were very annoyed that you missed out on the kangaroo, though.
I don't like kangaroos.
Okay, that's fine. Well, that's right, because of the Australia thing.
Yeah.
I think we were sent a third one. Let's see what the third one is. Well, I'm just curious now. This is actually a really good idea. You're a teenager.
Do you want to cover this one?
Is this being a teenager or
this is 12 size? Do you want to cover this one?
Having a teenager?
I don't know.
Well,
like I knew what was involved in mine. Last one though, because this is taking a lot of energy.
We're like, let's be honest, right? We all know that everyone in the chat has a teenager that they've got to look out for. Like we're all of that age. You know, you're getting on in life. You're reaching a new stage. You've got kids to look after, and those kids, they have wants and needs that you probably just don't understand because you were a teenager maybe like 30 years ago,
right?
Like us, because we're pretty young. We're pretty young guys. But your teenagers,
like the cream of some young guy.
Oh my god, the cream of some young guy. What was this about a creamery? Yeah, that's right. Teenagers love creameries. That's what we're really talking about here. Right? They love it. That's their whole bag. Like cream related activities are like 90% of why a teenager gets up in the morning. And we're gonna look at that in closer detail tonight. Next slide, please. Thank you. So you gotta respect a teenager. You gotta respect the cream. You got to respect their want and need for cream, but you've got to be you've got to you can't be too respectful though. You got to, they've got to respect the chase. They've got to, they have to have respect for, the ultimate goal. Not fucking laughing. The teenagers, they don't know what the cream is. They're unaware of what the goal of cream is. I've said cream so many times now. See these kids on screen, they're too young for the cream. Next slide, please. Thank you. So these kids don't respect the cream yet. So you gotta listen. You gotta listen to what your teenagers are talking about. They may be talking about cream, they may be talking about cash, they may be talking about the things in between. You get one to get the other, pretty much. Don't go anywhere near your pets when you're talking about cream, also, because that's good information. You know, you gotta listen to the teenager. You know, they don't know what you like. You didn't know what you wanted when you were a teenager. I certainly didn't know what I want when I was a teenager. I still don't know what I want. I'm not a teenager anymore. Next slide, please. Thank you. You've got to keep calm about your quest for the cream. Because sometimes you feel like you're out there all alone. You know, like you're just floating in space. There's no cream out there. No cream for you. For your creamless teenager. As we all were at one point. You know, except for your own cream, because it's the only cream you could get at that point. Next slide, please. Thank you. You gotta have fun. You know, you pretty much you take it where you can get it. Don't be don't be uptight about the cream. You know, like if you see you got two people that are just making a connection. You may be from two different friend groups. You got your jocks and you got your goth kids. And like, sometimes they just come together and like a beautiful cream sandwich. Next slide, please. Thank you. And you've got to be consistent. No. There's always people to avoid in your quest for cream, and you have to not try to change them, apparently. I don't know how to recover from this one. I don't know how to react. Next slide, please. Thank you. Probably should have checked this one. Oh God. Don't have a teenager, all right? Just don't do it. Just they're just gonna ruin your fucking life. Don't have kids. Just get a pet instead. Dear God, are we done yet? Do we have any more? Don't preach. Don't preach to your kids. If they wanna go for the cream, you let them. Don't look at what kind of t-shirts they're wearing. Ignore that. Next slide, please. Thank you. And then just don't take it all personally. People enjoy just doing what they're gonna do. And that better be the end of this, because this is a fucking nightmare. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.
It's okay, Cozy. We know that probably wasn't intentional.
That was actually quite funny.
That was
like the segment in itself was quite funny. I lost my train of thought after the swastika. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't keep it together.
Swastika just that was a big fuck.
That made me feel like a real piece of trash.
I believe Cozy didn't do that with malintent.
Seeing that swastika, I did. Really? Do you know what? Most swastikas come out of nowhere. Like that's kind of the point.
And then the gun in the child's mouth.
No, yeah, just that was fun though. That was like maybe we could do that again. That's not
maybe again at some point in the future.
Maybe like look at them beforehand, or one of us look at them beforehand.
Yeah, maybe we scan those ahead of time so we don't do a boo boo. That ended up making me feel really trashy. I'm not gonna lie.
I said that like 2 minutes ago. And you
didn't even catch on.
Absolute piece of shit. I'm gonna hit you with one of these though. I've never said the word cream so much in my fucking life.
You make me. Cream.
I make you. I make him creamery.
Creamery?
Creamery.
Oh, should we get on to
yes. Have a look at this. Oh shit! That was nice. Like that.
Can we just?
Oh my God, that was so yummy. That's yummy, queen.
I don't think we have it on that scene.
I'm not hearing the sound of that. No, I still didn't hear the music.
Daddy, no! Daddy, yes!
There we go. We just had to go into the scene.
There we are. Purple Queen.
Oh God. Let's see what trailers we got this week.
That was beautiful. Beautiful. It's just a beautiful segment all around. Do you like Genshin Impact?
No.
Okay, so ignore this then.
I don't. I have little time for gacha games.
As far as I know, this is like an action game from the same people, but it's about different shit. Or so I just thought it looked really nice. Like it's nice.
It probably looks really like aesthetically cool. It just if it's gacha based, I'm gonna be a little
I don't
bit.
even really know what that fucking term means anymore.
Gotcha means basically like randomized sort of lottery and as rewards.
Oh, I thought this was just like a hack and slash, but I guess not. It does look good though, so it sucks. It feels like it's kind of got a wee bit of a cyberpunk, or not cyberpunk, sorry, a Jet Set Radio kind of like.
I was getting like the Jet Set Radio vibes from the art style and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, I need to say this right now. I don't know if this game's got a gotcha mechanic to it. If it comes from the Genshin Impact guys, it's
I think it said something about Genshin Impact on it. I mean, like, she cutie, so
yeah.
There you go. Oh, she had 2 back-to-back cuties. Oh my. I don't like that command.
I like that command a lot.
That command.
Danny, please queen in my queen.
You didn't do it right. You didn't do it right. It's the wheel.
The wheel.
Capsules with Pokeballs are based on what? What, like the capsule from like Dragon Ball Z? Much better. This is a fight. It could be a fighting game.
It's not a hack and slash.
Could be.
She just hit him with a spatula.
I mean, why wouldn't you? There's always a tiny maid.
This seems like a game that fucking weeaboos would love.
Yeah. So me then.
Weeaboos and school shooter enthusiasts.
Oh my god. Who doesn't love a good school shooter? So yeah. There you go.
There's that.
That's that game. This is for you.
It's for me, is it?
Yeah.
I hated the Burning Crusade, but okay.
There you go. It's the Burning Crusade. Welcome.
Absolutely fucking cream my tit up, big lord. Get it into me.
Nice.
Fucking love it.
Nice.
I wasn't a big fan of the Burning Crusade. I think that was like the most boring expansion I played.
Why?
I just didn't like the environments. Didn't really like the story. It wasn't really like, I don't know. Outland was a bit boring as the 7 or 8 regions just wasn't doing it for me. But then the Blood Elves were cool and the Draenei are cool. Like they're just 2 really cool races. But like just the sort of content stuff, like the actual like raids and stuff, wasn't really my bag. Like I liked the blood. I liked the Blood Elves. I liked the Draenei. I liked. There was one region. I think it was like Draenor. It was the Draenor. It was the Orc area, which was cool, but that was about it. The rest of the areas I thought were just a little bit shit. It was my favorite was Wrath of Lich King by far.
I think that was everyone's favorite.
A lot of people I know definitely like the most people
bitches.
I've talked to.
Look at this.
That's really like that art aesthetic's really fucking cool actually.
Monk, the game. You have to return to Monk.
Return to Monk. Little pink monk.
It's a game about gibbons. Gibbons are the coolest of monkeys.
No worries, Cozy. Thank you very much for hanging out and stopping by with us and just being awesome. I hope you have a lovely rest of your.
Thank you for.
You're asking us about the election. I assume you're a local.
Yeah.
I hope you have a good night then, because I assume that if you're local, it's night for you as well.
Thank you for showing us PowerPoint presentation.
Yes.
Or whatever it was. That was fun.
Yeah, you're an absolute sweetheart.
Come back next Friday or Monday.
Well, I mean, I'm streaming over the weekend and stuff. Like, yeah.
Whatever. Any day, really. Any day. Come back any day, actually. It's fine.
No worries. Crack was... Okay, that's definitely a local. Crack was 90.
Aye.
Absolute sweetheart, Cozy. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.
Look at this shit. This is great. You're just being a little monk.
I don't like monkeys usually, but this is cute. Yeah, it is very cute. Like the aesthetic's quite cute.
I mean, like technically, I don't think they're actually monkeys. They're gibbons, which are different.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Gibbons are the ones that they look like little people.
Oh, okay. I just thought that was a type of monkey.
Okay, I could be. I don't know enough about monkeys to to make a scientific distinction on that one.
Absolutely fair. I was just, why is that? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, why is this not fucking goddamn going? Oh, is this one of these stylistic things that look like?
This looks like a sequel to Limbo.
I was going to say like Limbo looking motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's got Limbo vibes to it. Yeah, that's got some real Limbo vibes to it.
But it's like Limbo, but underwater.
You're going to find the Dark Lord of Water Cthulhu.
Oh my goodness.
His watery tentacles ready to pleasure every orifice.
Just Cthulhu.
Get into my mind and my orifices,
Oh my
Cthulhu
God.
Daddy.
Oh, Daddy, here, have a look at my cat.
Please. That's kind of cool in a really creepy way.
It may be a bit spooktacular for people.
Silt? Is that what it's called? Silt?
That is indeed what it's called.
Okay.
It is a wee bit creepy.
Creepy.
It's so creepy.
So creepy. Oh, that's going to just randomly play
Oh,
bunches really fair. Jesus Christ.
And then this last one is the game that neither of us will either play ever, but it has Godzilla in it, so I've got to put it in.
Oh shit, some fucking kaiju action.
Then some fucking dickhead Treyarch will start speaking here.
15 teams of 4 with a research
Okay, it's not long.
set on Caldera. Players drop in, and they will be introduced to a Titan frenzy right away. The action
There he
starts
is.
really hot.
There's the big lad himself.
Players opt in.
There's the other big lad himself.
Or Godzilla to get rewards that will give them a massive advantage.
Call of
for the rest
Duty.
the match.
Call of Duty.
Players that do the most damage will get the
Call of
Monarch
Duty.
Stream device. Players can use the Monarch Stream device to direct a Titan's wrath against other squads.
So you use them to fight people?
That's
After
cool.
the Titan frenzy ends, Titans will begin to patrol the island. Now players can continue to do combat against them, or they can go ahead and scavenge around the island and look for Monarch intel in other ways. True to a proper Battle Royale experience, and despite the presence of the
Oh,
Titans,
for fuck's sake, Battle
players
Royale.
are still fighting to be the last squad standing.
But why you're trying to deal with
Time to prove
Godzilla?
that your squad bows to no one. Good luck.
Weird way of doing
Yeah,
Battle Royale.
just give us a Godzilla game, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Just make one.
Just give us our Godzilla games,
Just-
you bastards.
Just there hasn't another.
So it's because it's a part of a playlist.
There hasn't been any Godzilla games for fuck's sake. Any good ones anyway?
Yeah, nothing worth talking about the last wee while.
Ever? Has there ever been a good Godzilla game?
Not really, no. Not really. Time for our section for this tonight when it comes to questions.
Oh my god! It's because it is in fact. It's that day.
It's that day where
It's
we're
that day of
gonna.
the year. Friday. I'm pretty sure Friday the 13th happens actually quite a lot because I feel like this comes up quite a lot.
It
I
does.
I feel like I've written a lot of Friday the 13th based episode titles.
We have, yes, we have.
So
It's an anniversary for me for the worst, weirdest streams that I've ever witnessed. I'll
What?
never forget the beaches, the sunken ship beaches of Tomb Raider.
I still don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's fine. You weren't there. It's understandable.
Is this when you were playing Tomb Raider?
No, someone else was.
Is this someone who couldn't do it? Like, oh, it's so hard. Why are you doing jazz hands? Wanky hands? Wanky hands? Right. Oh, wait, like, fucking wankathon over the. What a creep. He's still alive?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's still alive.
Not good.
So immediately from the get-go, Macy's like, Halloween or House of a Thousand Corpses. Ocean's like, Resident Evil.
Would you count Resident Evil as a horror franchise?
Yeah, well, it has multiple injuries, and it's considered a horror movie, and it came from a horror game.
It was more the horror part than the franchise part. I have no problem with the franchise part. It's the horror part.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if that's what he enjoys, and he's
Fucking
from out there.
Andrew coming in with a fucking hot take. Dog soldiers. Fucking great.
Interesting.
Fucking love.
This one's difficult. I don't know if there's a single horror franchise I've seen every film of. That's fine. I mean, again, this is one of those ones. Give us your one that you like, maybe enjoy the most, and then also talk about the ones that you do like. They're maybe not your top one.
Actually,
we're
that's
just talking about. It's just an excuse to talk about horror franchises. Really.
Oh, Ocean, that's a good point. I was going for movies, but I didn't even think of games. So, yes, it could be Resident Evil games then. So that's fine. Or
Yeah.
yeah, so there you go. Games or movies. That's fine. Or,
Yeah, because it doesn't specify games. Or maybe it's
I did not
just
specify
franchise.
that, but I was thinking movies.
Yeah.
But games, that's fine.
That's
games,
fine.
Games are fine.
Games are fine. as
Games
well.
are allowed on this channel.
For me, it's a bit of a weird one. Like my favorite horror movie is the original Halloween, but it wouldn't be my favorite franchise because it wouldn't be the one I would have the most amount of like decent movies from, because that franchise's movies goes downhill dog shit quite quickly.
Just thinking through them. The only one I really don't like is Season of the Witch.
I don't like Season of Witch. I'm not
It
very
sucks.
keen on 4 and 5. I'm not really keen on H2O.
Oh man, H2O is good stuff.
It's okay. Like, it's probably the better of the sequels.
H2O is like that kind of like, all these are really garbage, but it's fun. Like that and... Oh shit, no, I'm thinking of Resurrection. Resurrection's good stuff. The one with Jamie Lee Curtis. H2O is the one with Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
That's still at least funny to watch. Like, it's in no way,
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form scary, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I can sit through it, no fucking problem. Like,
That's fine. That's fine if you're not really into the franchise. It's just whatever maybe your favorite movie is or favorite movies. Give us a few movies. It's kind of an open conversation.
yeah, I could have said favorite horror film.
I mean, like we're not too strict to the wording. Just it's just whatever you like. Tell us what it is and maybe why.
Freddy versus Jason. If someone puts that on, I'll never not watch it.
That's good fun. That's
It
it's
sucks.
such fun.
It really sucks, but it's at least enjoyable. Like,
Yeah, it's just silly fun.
it's not in any way scary at any point.
No.
Is it scary in any reasonable approximation of what scary is?
Yeah.
But it's pretty funny.
Like I really like my franchise. I would say if I was to pick a franchise, it would be Nightmare on Elm Street, right?
Right.
Because there's just there's while I say original Halloween's definitely like my favorite horror movie, because I feel like that's the one that resonated with me the earliest, the quickest, you know. So it's got like a bit of like a nostalgic place in my heart. The Friday or not sorry, not Friday. The Nightmare on Elm Street just have enough fun to them, and they're enough movies that are some are a bit dog shitty at times, but like it's just there's enough fun going on there throughout the whole franchise where it's just enjoyable for the whole way.
It's fun for the whole family in this horror franchise. This horror franchise.
By the way, Gloria says hi. She misses you guys. They had back-to-back graduations this week and last week. No worries, Tara. Thank you for the heads up on that there. I hope the t-shirt arrived there. Okay, I haven't heard any word back
I
on
don't
that.
think it would be there yet.
I know the cup arrived at Kyle's, so I know that's the case.
Oh, maybe then. I don't know.
I haven't heard anything from Panda though either regarding the coasters. So
Andrew, what is this about a Dog Soldier sequel? Because I'd be worried that would just be a load of dog shit, pun intended. Because the first one was one of those kind of like lightning in a bottle movies where it was just the right place at the right time.
yeah. Yeah, true. It might
Yeah.
take a little bit long. I think, yeah, well, it's not in there. I think the States, I think they have like a Spreadshirt factory over there, but I don't know what their postage system's like over there.
Who knows?
I have to say Ginger Snaps because I've seen 2 and 3 and I like them a lot. I like Jason a lot as a concept and as a character because he's just a bog standard murder machine, and I can fuck with that. But I'm not hugely into slashers, which usually suffer from that franchises. I usually prefer horror with more themes that appeal to me. I love Scream, but I've only seen the first. Scream has some good sequels to it. Scream held up pretty well.
I think they have. Scream has sequels that exist.
They're not dog shit
They're
though.
just, yeah, but they're just kind of there though. They're like, I wouldn't say if anyone who's like, I absolutely love Scream 3, they'll be like, no, you like the first one, and then the rest are also there.
Well, I mean, they
But
can love Scream 3 just because you don't like it doesn't mean they can't like it.
Well, I mean, like if you ask people who are like big fans, like if Tom was here,
Yeah.
he would definitely say, yeah, the first one is by far the best one,
Yeah.
and the rest are okay.
But that's still his opinion though.
But I would say that would probably
If
be.
someone tells you that their favorite's free, then that's just a favorite.
I think that's the that's the fan. Like that's.
I mean, if
what-
that's the majority opinion, that's fair. But like,
I think that's what as far as.
but
Scream
if
goes-
someone tells you that's their favorite, that's their favorite.
okay, that's fine. I'm just saying that as far as like the Scream sequels go, they're not very highly regarded compared to the first one.
The first one definitely was
One
like
started a whole load of shit.
the first one definitely was like probably one of the smartest horror movies out after a while. Like it was one of those ones where like it was self-aware enough to be good.
Was it Wes Craven?
Yes.
It's probably his best film then. What else did he do?
Nightmares.
Did he do all of them?
Not all of them, but some of them.
Wait, oh yeah, Wes Craven's new neighbor. Who done Ghost of Mars? Not John Carpenter.
That was John Carpenter, and that was dog shit.
That was bad.
That was
bad.
shit.
John Carpenter. Yeah, most horror movies do peak in the original. I'm just gonna go for the bog standard fucking.
You're getting used to that button today.
Fucking this guy. My favorite fucking Friday the 13th is Jason Takes Manhattan.
That's the last one? Or no, it's not. The last one's in space, isn't it?
Fucking nowhere near the last one. It's like 7 out of like 13.
Oh, is it right? I thought it was like in space and it was done.
No. It's like sure, Jason X is Jason 10. It's the 10th one.
Fair.
Loads of those sons of bitches, and then it got its one reboot there like a few years ago.
Yeah,
and it was pretty good. It was like they probably should have got a sequel out of it, but it's one of those fucking things that's been torn up in like litigation and stuff for fucking years.
Is that like New Line?
No, it's like it's the original. The guy who made the original was like, I own this franchise, and they're like, no, you don't. It's New Line, and he's like, no, I made it. It's my movie. I own the franchise, and like this has been going on for fucking years.
Is that why the game went into suspension?
Entirely his fault. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Because he was like, you're using my copyright material. It's like we already have like permission from New Line to make this game. He's like, New Line doesn't own half of this stuff. I own it. They're like, what are you fucking talking about? So there's some guy who's trying to claim ownership out of like practically everything they've done since the first movie.
Good luck to them.
And they're just like, can you fuck off and just let us do it?
There was some comments there. It was meant to be a survivor from the first mental hospital because no one believed him and can't remember the rest.
I'm fine with it just being the one. Yeah, Harwood werewolves have factored into that. Or
Orphan, fucking hell.
Not a great film, but
I enjoyed it. It was,
and could you imagine the pitch for that though? Like someone just going into like some executive's like boardroom and being like, right, what if this 30-year-old looked like she was 8? Fuck, that's a film right there.
You're gonna fool me for a while.
What if she tries to fuck the dad? Get that.
That was the part.
Get that into production, right?
That's the part I was like, oh Jesus, what the fuck?
The only reason the film Orphan exists is because Hollywood is run by pedophiles.
Fucking hell.
Orphan was so fucking weird.
It was. I'll give you that. It was
fucking weird. It's like, fair enough. I don't think anyone saw that twist coming.
No,
because. What?
no,
what?
It was like when it happened, I was like, what the actual fucking fuck? I was like, what the fuck?
It's like, why is she making a move on that dad? She's actually like a 50-year-old fucking Russian weirdo. Like,
that took me off guard. I was like, oh my fucking god, what the actual fucking fuck? Yeah, no, it's meant to be weird. It's meant to be fucked up. Yeah. They definitely achieved what they wanted to with that movie.
What a very, very, very strange film. Apparently there's like an unrated version of it or like a longer version of it. It's just like, why are you doing this? Why did anyone agree to be in this film? This is a terrible idea.
I didn't know there was an unrated version of it.
I wonder how like uncomfortable they were when they had to film the scene where she's trying to hit on the dad. I assume her parents were probably in the room. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is fucked up, guys.
Do we know what the age of the actress was?
She was like 11 or 12.
Was she?
Yeah. It was very, very odd. And then they just stuck some like wee old woman makeup on her at the end.
Because it was one of the most things better people. I love him. Woman in Black's good. I like Woman in Black. That was like different. It was like
the one with Harry Potter in it.
Yes. Yes.
I never watched it. It was out when I worked in Omniplex, so I have horrible memories about having to screen check the fucking thing. So I don't think I've ever actually seen it.
She was a little bit older, but a minor still. That would have been. Was I right in here? And they were concerned a sequel or something to that.
It couldn't have a sequel.
Don't know. I think that's why I'm asking more than anything.
I think she does.
I think so.
So. Is there another? Should she have a younger sister who's only in her mid-50s?
Maybe it's a prequel then. Maybe. Maybe. Werewolf recommendations. Howl. Werewolves don't look great, but the story is basically trapped.
Fucking Howl is so good.
Is that the one that came out about 6 months around the time of American Werewolf in London?
Oh no, I think Howl was out maybe 2009. I think or something like that. It's like it's people trapped in a tube, like in the train. Right, like they're getting a train from like it's very like mid England. It's like it's like it has the sensibilities of like Red Dwarf, but they're making like a horror movie about werewolves where they're all stuck in a train and people are like, I'm fucking English, and then like a couple minutes later they're being ripped out of the window. It's like, it's quite good. Like I do like that, you know, the Survivor, like you gotta make it to the end of the movie. It's like people trapped in a situation and you've got to survive, and people are being like slowly picked off as the movie goes along. Like it has like absolutely fucking like shit reviews, but I watched it and I was like, this is a perfectly acceptable werewolf film, and y'all are just too stuck up with your werewolf bias.
I just don't like werewolves for the most part.
Like the creature or like the
as a concept, they're just annoying to me. I like American Werewolf in London stuff.
It's good shit.
It's good. I like Ginger Snaps. That was good. But like, I don't know. Like I definitely have like a bit of, and I'll admit this is definitely a bias for me, but like every time I see like werewolves and people who are like massive werewolf fans, it's always the edgy. Like, don't get me wrong. Like all interest in a lot of like supernatural creatures can always have an edgy contingency that makes it like when people are looking at it, it's edgy. For some reason, like loving vampires, right? There's some edgy people out there. I mean, there's the whole Vampire the Masquerade fucking people out there, right? You know, but like for some reason, like werewolf fans are always just that little bit edgier to me.
Yeah.
That little bit, like they're just that they are a little bit too edgy to hedgy for me, you know?
Okay. Andrew's right. You're thinking of The Howling.
I think The Howling,
which has like 13 sequels.
Yeah.
There's so many Howling movies, and none of them are any good.
I love a shitty horror movies are good.
Shitty horror movies are the best horror movies as far as I'm concerned.
Apparently sequel to Orphan was released in the 20th of January this year. Told you there's a fucking sequel.
What? Hold on, I have to look that up. I have to see what it's about or who's in it.
Told you. I heard something about it. We're just so starved for decent werewolf films. Yeah, like there's
not a lot of them. Like I'm a big werewolf guy.
I'm keen to see the second and third Ginger Snaps because I haven't seen those yet. I've only seen the first one, but
I know one of them's. I think it's the third one's like a fucking prequel set in like
it's like the
Puritan times.
Yeah, I think that's really fucking cool as an idea.
Yeah,
I think that's really fucking cool as an idea. I'm actually really keen to watch.
What is this Orphan sequel called?
Try googling Orphan sequel. You might. Maybe it's called Orphan.
Is it Orphan First Kill?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a prequel sequel. You know, one of those ones where like Orphan First Kill, yeah.
A prequel to the 2009 movie Orphan, Julia Stiles. There's like nothing for it though. There's no like images. It literally just says production status completed, and then there's no information about it at all.
Apparently it was deemed unofficial. So it looks like it's been just completely like wrote off.
I don't actually think this came out. I think it was like finished and then they just didn't release it.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Just strange. Filmed in Canada. It's a good start.
I don't know where a lot of things are filmed these days because of grants. Kind of like here.
Yes. Yeah, there's not even any like kind of like. There's only production photos and no actual photos of the film. So. Kind of feels like maybe it didn't actually come out anywhere.
Maybe.
Well, there you go. So there is a second movie, which is that's very strange, but okay. What's up there? Orphan 2, she's coming there. She's 13 coming to.
Oh shit! Apparently, I think I read that Tara saw the play for
the Woman in Black, yeah.
Woman in Black, that would be cool. I heard during the play the Woman in Black shows up actually in the audience from time to time as well. Like that's kind of creepy and cool.
Underpaid extra, just being like,
That's kind of cool as a concept though, because you're not expecting the city. What the fuck? But I enjoyed that. I wasn't sure what they expect going into it. Watching that movie, I'm really pleasantly surprised. Like Daniel Radcliffe is a good actor, really good fucking actor, you know.
I mean, he's just been trying to undo the stigma of Harry Potter now for so long.
I think he's finally done that. I think he's got to that point now where like he's been at least seen for like an actor beyond that role, which is good because like again, he's got fucking chops, you know. He's fucking good at what he does.
I can't think of a single thing that he's been in that's not Harry Potter.
He was in a movie where he was, I can't remember the name of it, but he was infiltrating an ultra-nationalist right movement and stuff.
See, that's not, if you can't even remember what the movie's called, then that's
You're also expecting me to remember names and stuff. Like, I'm never good at.
He hasn't done it. He'll never do anything that is bigger than his role as Harry Potter.
Well, that's fair.
And that's just a straight up fact. But
Yeah.
it also means that it kind of like dwarfs everything else he's in.
No, I get that, but
that's fucking Harry Potter.
was
No,
in-
I know he was in The Woman in Black. That's why we're talking about him. But like, if someone says, quick, Daniel Radcliffe, I don't think about The Woman in Black. I think about Harry Potter, and that's it. Maybe Guns Akimbo because it was fucking stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, he's got range.
Swiss Army Man. He was in that. Too.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm impressed with the man's range. He's a good
The
actor.
man's got range. That's right. He's been Weird Al. Oh yeah, Horns.
Yeah.
That fucking movie. Never watched it, but I know what it is.
Forgot about that. I think I watched that years ago. We went to college for our art class and sat in the crowd and drew scenes on stage. Drew the scenes on stage. It was very difficult to do. Holy shit!
They made you do that?
They made you do that?
He was in Horns, which admittedly is a shite film.
See,
that's not going to clinch his Harry Potter stardom. Like, I think, to be fair, I don't think he needs to act in anything else. He probably has enough money for the rest of his fucking life. But you know, whatever.
He's just doing for because he.
That's what you like doing. That's
acting,
fine.
you know?
That's fine.
That's what makes him happy.
What makes him happy.
But yeah, no, he's not. He done the stage show as well, which was kind of was one of those ones. That stage show was how do you describe it? No one focuses on the fact that the stage show because there's just that one moment that eclipses the whole. Yeah, the whole thing was eclipsed by the moment where he's apparently naked on stage or something.
Oh
That's
my
all
God.
people could talk about. It's like so not about the acting. Nothing
Oh,
about
that was that thing with the horse. That wasn't Woman in Black.
No, I'm just saying he done a stage show.
Oh yes. That was some.
And
I
that
know
the
that,
thing was that the whole thing got eclipsed by that moment rather than actually like
I know
people
there
talking about
there was vaguely a horse involved in it at some point. It was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Care. I like sci-fi horror is always good. Not really a lot of that, like, but
Oh, fuck, you're talking about sci-fi horror. My dad fucking literally this week.
what's he done?
Right, he turns around to me, right, Monday, and I'm sitting there, and he goes to me, what's that, Event Horizon? I was like,
Oh, I saw you tweeting about that. Like,
I saw it. I
why
said-
is this cunt tweeting about her?
I was like, yeah, I've seen Event Horizon. And then deadpan looks at me and goes, that was based on a true story, you know? And then he looks at me deadpanly, like, and I'm sitting there going, I'm like going,
I mean,
Event Horizon, what?
is your dad just real? Does he just have like a really good straight comedy face, or does he think? Does he think it actually
I was
happened?
trying to work that out for days, and I was talking to RRL a few days later, and he goes, "Do you reckon he was talking about Deepwater Horizon, the movie about this the oil rig that spilled?"
That's probably a good.
And then
that's probably.
I think that's what it was. But like, just to have an 82-year-old man
Yeah.
just deadpan look me in the face and go, "So that Event Horizon's based on a true story." And then the thing was as well, like I thought he was fucking with me, right? I thought he was really fucking with me. But then my bird Paddy comes in, and then Paddy is like talking to him, and then my dad goes, "You ever watch that Event Horizon?" Bird Paddy's like, "No." He's like, "Oh, it's pretty good. It's based on a true story." He's like, "Oh no, he wasn't fucking with me at all."
I mean, it happens like 100 years in the future.
I know. It's a weird like speed. It has like so many like weird like
BDSM, space horror, sex
scenes
romp
and stuff. Yeah,
with Lawrence Fishburne.
But, and your lad from Jurassic Park.
It's certainly not based on a true story. in
No,
any
it
way,
really
shape,
is
or
not.
form, unless Paul W.S. Anderson does some stuff.
It's like maybe my dad has seen the future and knows what's coming.
I'd say it's probably Deepwater
I
Horizon.
think it's Deepwater Horizon
'Cause
because
they-
that's
they-
the one that makes the most sense after
they literally made a movie out of that with Mark Wahlberg, and surely that's what he meant, or he just knows something that we don't, which is just as scary, to be honest, because I don't want to live in a world where Event Horizon actually happened.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to be, because like it's when I was thinking about it, I was like in the head, I was trying to remember what Event Horizon was. I was like, right, I need to try and remember this movie correctly, and I kept coming back like, that's the movie. It's kind of like Dead Space.
Yeah.
That's the movie. It's kind of like Dead Space. Why is he telling me this is based on a true fucking story? What the actual fucking fuck?
Oh, are you going to play that, by the way? They're remaking it. Or they're remastering it, I should say. And it's going
I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
It's going to be done
They say that a lot about a lot of
Like,
games, and they'll
within
keep getting pushed back.
I think it's like 2 or 3 months. I think it's going to be done.
I'll believe it when I see it, just because like her Starfield laws got pushed back
I
recently.
mean, there's already like trailers and stuff for it.
Oh, is there? I didn't know that.
Yeah. They done a I would have put it on, but they done a 6-part art look. Oh, it's fucking January, or it's far away then. Yeah, they done like a 6-part art series on how they're upscaling all the textures. So it's like, oh, they're definitely making this.
Oh, thank you very much, Macy. You're an absolute sweetheart. You really are. You really are.
More milk.
Oh, the priest dancing thing. Is that the thing where he's in the tavern in the Western, and then he's like a priest dancing in the tavern in the Western, and then goes like, he goes like full drag queen with it or something?
Who are we talking about?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, I thought we were talking about your dad there.
No, but my dad did that. That'd be weird. Just because the man just has some harsh opinions on things like that.
Well, you know what they say, the lady doth protest too much. He's probably into some stuff that you don't know about. Who knows what he get up to in the 70s and 80s? You weren't around.
I have a book downstairs that tells me.
Maybe not everything.
Maybe not everything, but enough to at least know about his life and stuff. But yeah, like I'm trying to think of other horror franchises I've really enjoyed.
I mean, I think the Resident Evil movies are, I mean, they're dog tier shit. Yeah. But if someone sat me down and went like, right, the only thing you have to do today is watch all of the Resident Evil films.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
You know what I really enjoyed? Let the Right One In.
That was pretty good.
That was really good. That was the Swedish one, not the
original
remake.
Yeah, not the one.
Not the remake bullshit, but
Chloe
the original.
More Tez in it. She's terrible.
No.
What a terrible.
Let the Right One In was fucking great.
Yeah.
First, I was like, oh fuck, where's this going? Oh, this is interesting.
Oh shit.
Okay, cool. Like that was cool.
Have you watched any of the Leprechaun movies?
No, because I don't hate myself.
That's a franchise worth looking at. What about any of the Texas Chainsaw sequels?
I've never watched the sequels. Funny enough, I watched the original. I've never watched the sequels.
One is
in full anyway. I've seen maybe one where like there's some meat hooks involved, but like that could be any of the sequels.
That's true. One is horrifying. 2 is a straight up comedy. Like two is a 100% comedy.
Was that is that the one
Dan
where
Hopper and all's in it?
Is it the one where like they're in the city and stuff and it's weird? Yeah.
2 is really good. Like I know like people really hate it. Like some people really hate it because it's like, well, it's not a horror movie and it's not what the Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequel should have been. But I watched it and I was like, this is downright fucking entertaining. This is so much fun.
Well, it's one of those ones where like it is one of those ones where that comes from like a time frame in horror movies where like the horror wasn't really locked into like one facet of what it was doing.
That's
and
true.
Like things like Creepshow kind of inspired a lot of horror movies. In fact, it inspired Halloween to try and become like a weird sort of Creepshow type of movie. Instead of having like one antagonist, it would try and do like a different horror movie everything. And that's where like Season of the Witch came in and it fucked it royally.
That movie was just so boring.
Yeah.
It was just so dull.
Oh no, the masks are alive.
It just took so long for anything to fucking happen in it, which is why it was just so dull.
Yeah.
But the Texas Chainsaw sequels are pretty good. Like I think 4, is it 3 or 4 has like a very, very young Matthew McConaughey.
Wait, Matthew McConaughey's on those?
Yeah. And I think Jennifer Aniston, but they've done everything they possibly can to try and like erase that movie from history because they're like, we don't want this.
Is that one of the things that we
don't want this movie associated with us. And I've watched it and it's really good. Like it sucks, but it's like, it's fun. You can watch it, you can get through it. Okay. Like no problem.
Like some horror movies do work like that. Some horror movies, like the charm is how silly it is.
Aye. But I think Texas Chainsaw had like a good few Platinum Dunes. It had a Platinum Dunes reboot, which is Michael Bay's company. So you can guess what kind of movie that would be. It was just 3. It was like was it 2 films of just Jessica Biel and like the tightest tank top you could possibly imagine, which is why anyone watched it. And then it got abandoned for like a couple of years, and I think then they tried to reboot it again. That didn't go very well. And then that one that was out earlier on this year, which was one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life.
Is that why I saw Targo in the latest?
I've never seen a cheaper film.
Right.
Like we could make a better film. Like right now in this room, me and you can make a better film.
That's a challenge.
It's the whole thing was filmed on like one road in Croatia or something. And it's like, what the fuck? Who was responsible for this setup? It's like, it's, you know, obviously it's supposed to be Texas. It's called fucking Texas. It's like a bastardization of like what actually happened in those movies, but it also doesn't make any sense at all. And you know, Hard Leatherface is in it. but it's just like it's like 72 minutes long. Like it's so short, which is a bad sign. It has like fairly decent gore, but like that's about all it's got going for it. But the movie is just Zoomer kids just being brutally murdered, and you would think like that's pretty funny, I'll watch that, and then you stick it on, you're just like, Jesus, was this everyone's first film? Like every single person in it is awful. It's like there's just some of the worst acting I've ever seen in my life. It's like we watched it on Netflix and I felt like I'd been cheated out of my money. It's like they pay for it. It's like it's so fucking shit. And like if you've ever seen any kind of like out of context gifs for it, like I saw like someone made a gif out of like what happens at the ending. That's true, yes. The group of main characters were a group of Instagram influencers. Like that's literally they were literally there to buy the town, to take it over and make it into like an influencer hub. And it's like, how would you possibly want these people to live? Like you're just like you couldn't do it.
That sounds like real dog shit.
And the second protagonist was a school shooting survivor. Like, wow, he's really fucking going all out. Like,
okay,
but like, it was just so shit. So shit. Like it got shelved for like 3 years. They were like, we'll release it when it's time to release it. And then when they said it was coming out, it was like 2 days later. They're like, oh yeah, it'll be out on Friday. You're like, what? It's Wednesday? And then it was an hour and 15 minutes, I think, maybe an hour and 10.
That's not even enough to be a feature length movie. I think feature length has to be like 1 hour 25 or something.
It was like 2 or 3 minutes over what the required
for
minimum
fuck's
length
sake,
was.
okay.
But it was credits. Like the movie was over.
Oh, at that
like,
point they've just
was
kind of-
like 12 minutes before the credits started rolling. It was like this was essentially just an episode of a TV show. Like it was so short. It looked so cheap. It was awful. It was okay to laugh at, but I will never watch it again. Like I will not waste my own time. Like
I've struggled with some remakes. Like I'm not really fussed on the Rob Zombie Halloween remakes. Like they've got their merit, but I just, for some reason, it just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is.
It's
just
like Halloween, but edgy. You're like,
it's like there's some really good Rob Zombie movies out there, but like he's put a bit too much of himself into that in a way that just doesn't really feel like a Halloween movie at that point.
A lot of his are like, some of his movies are really good.
Yeah.
And some of them are the worst movies I've seen.
It's like he's really hit and miss with it, and I think it's just with that specific franchise, it just did not make sense to have it a Rob Zombie style movie. It just didn't fit well for me.
I think the part one worked a wee bit more because they were all still very heavily involved, and then when it got to part two, they were just like literally just do whatever you want, and the second part was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like none of this makes any sense.
Yeah.
And then his last movie was a 31, or no, 3 from Hell. Sorry,
I haven't seen that. I saw 31 though.
31 was good.
I like 31.
31 was good.
I like
3 from Hell was fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been made because one of the three from Hell was supposed to be Sid Haig, and he died about 2 weeks before they were starting filming.
Shit, okay.
So instead of being like, right, I'll stop this, I'll rewrite it, and I'll get a good movie out of it, it was like, I'll just change the actor, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work at all, and it was really boring, and it was like, I don't really know what this movie's supposed to be about. And just I was like, the whole time it was on, I was really fucked. Check.
This is over yet?
Just check my watch. Like, is this, how long is this? Is this what's going on? Like, oof. Cabin in the Woods, Tucker and Dale versus Evil is fuck great. More comedy horror.
Yeah, more comedy. It's still fucking good though.
Comedy first, horror second, but it's still very good. Like,
yeah, I mean, like comedy horror. If we're going to talk about comedy horror, Evil Dead. Like the second Evil Dead, fucking phenomenal.
Let me talk about it. I love fucking Evil Dead.
Fucking second Evil Dead, fucking phenomenal. That's comedy horror. The first one's just a decent B movie, like a decent horror B movie.
They were trying their hardest.
And then the second one, like, okay, we know what we want to do this year. We'll do it again, but we'll do it in a way that's just really funny, and that worked. I'm actually really keen to see what that game looks like. That game's coming out soon.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, but it's pretty much just like a Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, but it looks interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jennifer's Body, some horror comedy as well.
Yeah, Jennifer's Body was good. It was a wee bit. It was very dated. It's very, very dated, but it's mostly just because of the fucking music. It's all that. Like, early 2000s OC soundtrack. I'm like,
Like the music definitely a product of its time, but the movie stuff, cool. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
It was good.
I like that. So just some of the bloody visuals are just fun. Just fun. Trying to think what else.
Hellraiser 1 and 2 are really good.
Those
and
are good movies, and then it goes some places.
It does not go. It doesn't go a place where you want to see. There's wonderful treasures.
Those movies were so interesting, like the first two, because again, it's like they clearly filmed in England, and the studio's like, no, this has to look like America,
That's
but
right.
like, but the building is this has to be New York. It's like no house in New York has that architecture.
No house in New York has a fucking driveway.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Like even if you go like New York State, like outside of the city, and go like more even
like,
into the state,
this is just an English driveway.
but like the architecture is just too British. But like I think that was like Clive Barker's first directorial debut as well, I believe. But like I love the first two. Like I've watched the first two Hellraisers like in the last 6, 7, 8 months with you and Tara like for the first time, and I thought they were great.
I mean, funny enough,
I thought they were great.
You could probably just watch the second one because it has like enough footage from the first one that you kind of know what's going on. They done that where they're like, we don't quite have enough.
They cheated their way to feature.
We don't quite have enough
footage
footage for a second movie. Just put bits of the first one in it again.
Yeah, they did cheat their runtime a little bit.
It's a bit like Back to the Future 2.
Yeah,
you just watch 2 and get the story of 1, but it's like at least they went back and refilmed quite a lot of it.
I liked Hereditary. I thought that was good. I understand you might not like it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Oh man, that movie was a fucking bummer.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I was fucking all over the place. It was all over the place.
I like movies. I like movies all over the place though, because like I'm one of those people like the sort of like horror gore porn shit that Saw and Hostel is don't do anything for me. I want weird fucking concepts. I want mad shit happening, you know? Like I prefer some like psychological fucking weird shit there rather than like all that slasher shit.
It's like the problem I have with Hereditary was like, are they being possessed? Is it just the mom doing it? Like, is it the family? Is there actually like a ghost, or is it just like a mental, like, is there something like cerebral going on here? Is this real? At the end, Satan's in your driveway. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was it came out of nowhere. Like this.
To be fair, they're hard to see, but it's like they actually do like it's one of those things they put a lot of the weird shit in the background. They do that there because when you go back and rewatch it,
looking out,
it's one of those things it does pepper that shit in. It's one of those things that's very easy to miss. I like weird shit. It's
like after that first view, and like it fucking comes out like a brick wall. And I was like, this just like tonally, it just didn't work for me at all. Like I just thought the whole movie was pulling you like, you know, one way, and then like right at the very end, it was just like, it was actually Satan. Like, oh hey.
I like weird shit. I like weird shit like that though. Because again, I think Saw and stuff has bored me to the horror gore porn stuff.
The first Saw was good, but
it was good.
I guess it was mostly the twist that people remember.
Yeah, but like it just dragged, and like I don't know, like Saws and the Hostels are just hard. Like
Hostels
the gore porn,
fucking garbage.
Just gore porn doesn't do it
shit
for
movies, nothing to them. Eli Roth's a big fucking weirdo.
I like that. I like the Suspiria remake.
Suspiria, yeah, it was really good.
That was really fucking good.
Probably one of the best looking movies I've ever seen.
Artistically, stylistically, fucking beautiful.
So fucking good.
Fucking like dark and just really dark, fucking beautiful movie. That was good.
They were going for a wee Dario Argento, but they've done a good job of it.
They done a really.
Like, you can't. I don't think anyone would allow you to make a Dario Argento film now because it's just like, no, you're too much color. Stop it.
Nah, man.
Just filter it.
That was great. That was fucking so good.
It was good, yeah.
It was really fucking good. I like that. I also watched recently because I'm trying to think of all the horror stuff I've watched recently. Also watch. I had an horror movie out of my head and it just disappeared into the wild.
Are we forgetting any like kind of big franchises?
Franchise-wise, like there's some old school Stephen King movies that I've watched that were horror, which were like middling and kind of weird and stupid, but not in a fun way. I love Suspiria. Showed that Dakota Johnson can actually act. Yeah. Suspiria, the visuals of Suspiria were great. Like especially like and kind of spoilers this here, but like the end where they're in like the sort of the underground during like the ritual part and all.
Yeah.
Just the visuals of all that shit. Just
the fucking like
wild.
The breakdancing, like.
oh god. See when she was doing the dance and then the other girl's in the practice room and she's just oh, it's just like, oh, this is unsettling, but it's visually quite striking. But I'm also like, oh,
that looks painful.
that looks so bueno.
What's ableist? What? Oh, from right. I was like, what's ableist? But Suspiria. We talk about Hereditary still. Stop talking about Hereditary. We moved on now. We're not talking about Hereditary anymore.
When I watched like some of the old school like horror stuff from like Stephen King was kind of shit, but I was subjected to. But as a young kid, just kind of like didn't understand it was a bad movie. Just was showing like a really fucking like horror movie at too young of an age.
Did he do Pet Sematary?
Well, yeah, he wrote that.
Yeah.
But like some of his other stuff.
Both of those movies sucked.
Fucking Finner, and
had good effects in that.
good effects, but like disturbing. But like the one that really fucked me up was
Fucking
Chucky. Yeah, I forgot about
Chucky.
that.
Chucky's good shit.
The one that really fucked me up was Tommy Knockers. That was like a weird alien.
vampires.
No, Tommy Knockers was like weird alien things that would send people psychopathic and they would end up murdering each other.
I don't think
Kinda
I
like-
actually don't think I've watched that.
It's B movie esque, but
Right.
like as a child, you're not really going to
I don't know
understand.
what a B movie is.
Yeah, you don't really understand B movies. You see a horror movie, and you're like, fuck.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Chucky's good shit. I actually only watched the first one there like a couple of years ago. You know, being old enough to understand, you know, what a film is. I was like, I can't believe it was actually like voodoo. Like that's what got him in the doll.
Yeah.
It was fucking voodoo. It's like, what the fuck? It's like,
Yeah.
the guy, he knew black magic. And like, that is not where I expected that to
didn't
come
expect
from.
that to come
I
from.
thought it was just going to be like, it was just a possessed doll. But he was just like, while he was in the store. Like, this is fucking weird. But it was, they were good. Like
They have their ups and downs. They're like any sort of horror franchise
yeah,
goes on
yeah.
too long. They have their ups and downs, but
I-
it's generally quite good.
that franchise after a while was like, it was held together with essentially like Kickstarter and Patreon money.
Was it really?
Like, for the last like 2 films, I think they were just like, we are essentially crowdfunding these because it was like, we can just about hang on to the licenses with the money that we've got, but we don't actually have any
Have
money
the
to
movie.
make the film.
Yeah.
So what if we put this up on fucking GoFundMe or something like that? Here's 30 grand, go make a film.
You would have thought they would be getting enough money from like convention stuff and that there, like just those like sort of appearances and things like that there, and maybe licensing or stuff, you know, because it's still like a very popular franchise.
You could literally sell Chucky dolls.
Yeah, literally, like that. Like, hard was that not a considered licensed idea?
Yeah.
Just sell a bunch of Chucky dolls and fucking make money that way. But then I don't know. I guess you kind of have to have a movie to push the concept of selling the product. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Like, they seem like horror films when you were younger, and then you watch them and you're like, oh, these are just comedies. These are good shit. Like,
Yeah.
Did you watch the new one?
No, I haven't watched a new
The
one.
one with
Actually.
Mark Hamill. It was not. It was.
Mark Hamill?
Yeah, he
Did I
was.
hear
He
that
was. He was the voice of Chucky, and you
Oh.
literally couldn't even tell it was him. I was like, you should have just got Brad Dourif back. It's like they put like a modulator on him. And I was
Why?
like, you know what? The funny thing about that new Chucky is, you know, that the Treehouse of Horror episode in The Simpsons where they
Yes.
have the doll that's just set to evil.
Yes, the one where the switch won't.
That is exactly the plot of that movie,
Oh, for
because
fuck's
it's not a doll, it's an app, and the app goes nuts. So it's like you've got this.
Oh, so they've really modernized
you've
it.
got
When,
this
like,
thing
the
set to
Chucky doll is
evil.
controlled by the app.
Yeah, so it's just the app was set to evil, and that was it. But it wasn't even like, it wasn't possessed or anything. It was like a toy soldier's like microchip, like military microchip that was set to, you know, like kill and protect or whatever. Like it wasn't supernatural at all. It was like
weird.
It was so strange. It was like, this is wild. Like it sounds funny, and then you watch it and you're like, oh, this is just really boring.
What a weird way of going about that franchise. Such a jarring.
Yeah. And I think now it has a TV show as well. Apparently the TV show is actually supposed to be very good. I think it's got like a Shudder or
Dave
Amazon
licensed it.
TV. It's got like there's like a whole season of it out, I think.
I have Shudder. I'll have to check that out.
People were saying it's very good. Maybe I actually might.
I know
just
they
be
brought
Netflix.
back Creep Show. Like I know Shudder brought back Creep
You
Show.
got to creep.
I'm trying to think what our franchises are.
Who wins in a fight, Michael or Jason? I thought you said Michael or Jackson. I was trying to work that out. I was like, who's Michael Jackson fighting? Michael or Jason? I mean, like technically Jason would have to win because Michael's just a guy and Jason's an immortal
At some point, they try and say Michael's got some like satanic voodoo in him. In, like,
Oh yes, the
4 or 5.
the thorns.
Yeah.
The whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I
So
think
like they do weird like satanic mumbo jumbo to Michael at some point in the movies.
that's been undone
Has it? Okay.
with the 2 Halloween
The 2 recent
kills
ones.
and
Okay.
Whatever. He's just an old guy, but he's still somehow superhumanly strong or whatever.
Right. Okay.
But it would have to be Jason because you literally can't kill him.
You know what? You know what's a movie we haven't talked about that's phenomenal. That's horror based. I
that?
guess. Vivitch.
The
How did we not?
boy, it's your boy Vivitch.
The boy, the Vivitch.
The Vivitch. The 2 V's.
The 2 V's. Fucking phenomenal.
So people just don't like it. A lot of people just straight up don't like it.
I don't understand.
They're like, I can't understand what you say. I don't like it.
I thought like the visuals were fucking incredible. Like
Yeah.
the pacing was incredible. The environment really fucking creepy. The slow build. The
Fucking
just
weird
oh,
Puritans.
just really fucking just fucking creepy. Like again, psychologically weird.
Yeah.
Because I like psychologically weird shit.
Because at the same time, I was like, it's funny. It was like, it's almost, I compared The Witch and Hereditary quite a lot to each other because I feel like one done it well and one didn't. It's like the whole way through The Witch, you're like, right, hold on, is there actually, is it her? Like, is she doing this to the kids or like, is there someone fucking with them? Because you're just like, there's something going on,
Yeah.
but up to this point, it could be a person. It could just be someone. And then fucking Black Phillip turns up and you're like, oh shit, this goat's talking. And then, she's a witch at the end of it. I was like, this is cool. And then I just didn't feel the same way about it, the way they done it in Hereditary. Like, you feel like it came out of fucking nowhere. But I kind of feel like they were both going for the same thing. Like,
it's deception. They're going
Yeah.
for they're going for dark deception.
because I know one came out, I think it already came out like a couple of years later, right?
I'm not really sure on the.
I'm pretty sure The Witch came out first. And then
Not sure.
Midsummer was a big pile of shite as well.
I have not watched all of that yet.
Yeah. All of it just give up or something.
No. I watched part of it. I haven't watched
Stuff to
all of it
do. Fuck, I'm getting out of here.
yet. No, I'll get back to it. But I haven't watched all of it yet.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus, did you just say? As in like the.
Man, there's so much singing in it. It's so scary.
Oh yeah, you're not fun.
The scariest thing I can think of. It's like people being sung to you because it's a Disney movie.
Just one of those things where like, oh my god, it's musicals. I can't
It's a
handle it.
musical. Casper. That's terrifying as well.
That's
yeah.
terrifying,
That's
yes.
So scary.
Whatever movies.
So-
I had another franchise in my head, and it just. Oh fuck! Here, you know what? Fucking Reanimator. Fucking talk about
Oh
weird.
yeah, that's good shit. 1 and 2 are good.
Yeah.
And then it goes a bit. They run out of money as well, pretty
Yeah,
much. And then, like,
yeah.
we have to. Oh shit! Now we're getting into fucking zombie movies. Fucking Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, all that shit.
Oh yeah.
What is the one where she's dancing on the gravestone?
I think that's the first one. I think that's Night, because that starts in the cemetery,
Yeah.
and then obviously they come out of the grave, and then her and him get fucking mauled and attacked and stuff.
Well, Dawn of the Dead is the first one, is it not?
No, it goes night, dawn, day.
I could have swore we've had this conversation before.
Night, dawn, day.
Wasn't there one that came out like way before, and then they redone it again?
They done a color remake of Night.
Right, that's what it was. We have had this conversation
Yes.
before. What zombie universe would you want to live in?
What zombie universe would I want to live in?
Usually you got to pick one.
Like this is the thing. So like, I mean, see George R. R. Romero, who's the man who invented zombie universes, or the concept of like zombies as a movie, I guess, or concept. He shits on every zombie movie out there because he says you're not meant to survive these environments. This makes no sense. In fact, he fought like The Walking Dead and all, and he fucking hated the zombie survival guide because he's like, why have you made a survival guide? The concept is no one survives. That's stupid. Like he literally said to the author, that's
fool.
like George A. Romero literally said to the person who made the zombie survival guide, going, that is a stupid concept. I don't know why you've written this.
Right. Are you angry man apparently?
Well, it's just one of those things where like he's the man who invented the idea of like or popularized, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. The guy who
invented the idea
I
of
think
a zombie,
zombies have been a concept for a time for religious
They're
and
like a
stuff.
folklore thing.
Yeah, but like the guy who popularized like, you know, zombies as a concept in movies just fucking said this is stupid. The idea is that people don't survive an apocalypse. You're trying to train people to survive an apocalypse.
But
That's a stupid concept.
To directly parallel that,
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead. I think they're right. That
He liked that weirdly enough because he thought that was just
I like a good realistic version of
he
what
thought
would
that was
happen.
just tongue in cheek and stupid, and
Yeah.
knew that was like it was futile, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, I guess like the majority of them go like it's more along the lines of how long would you last?
Yeah.
Like which one would you last the most in? Like no one's fucking picking 28 days later.
No, you're fucked in
Jesus
that one.
Christ, we're all dead in like a day.
Like 28 Days Later, it's just a great movie, but also
Bye,
no worries,
Rosie.
Rosie. We have a lovely rest of your weekend. Sorry. No, see, I mean, like, they're in my head. You kind of got to go for old school. Dawn.
like,
That's probably the
technically,
most survivable
yeah.
type of zombies you're going to take on because they're slow moving. They're like really kind of if you can just be smart and
I mean, like a lot of people are living in the Walking Dead universe. I mean, like they've got like 4 shows. Well,
yeah, but like I just don't like
There's
that
enough people,
universe.
yeah,
Because like at that point it's just one of those things where like, okay, cool. So we just go to like at that point the risk's not the zombies, the risks are humans, and I guess that is a concept that would happen in an environment like that.
I Am Legend. That would suck.
That
Being
would
stuck
suck.
in that one. That would suck. Massive balls.
That's more vampires though, because they
Oh,
can't
no,
come
yeah,
out.
you're right, yeah.
Because they can't like I Am Legend's like they can't come out at night or day. Sorry, or they
I'm
get.
just thinking about
yeah.
kind of universes that you would be fucked in.
He's like the whole time in that movie, the whole time going through like I Am Legend, he's just telling every vampire to keep his goddamn wife out of their mouths.
You keep my wife out of your goddamn mouth.
Literally.
That's right. R.I.P. Will Smith. He's not dead, but
It's not dead, but his career is.
his career is he? Yeah, that would suck. 28 Days Later would suck. I Am Legend would suck. I guess The Last of Us would suck.
Last of Us would suck. That's one that's grim because like that one is so. Daddy.
That
I Am
is-
Legend would suck because you have to watch out for the zombie things and then you have to watch out for Will Smith.
He'd crack you one and then run away and leave you to be mauled by
Yeah.
the vampire.
It's like, would I take on the angry Will Smith or the angry
The
zombie?
horde of
God damn it, you beat me to it. The slap joke. What's like Will Smith beat. Okay, I like that follow up through. I like that follow up through. That's funny.
Is Ghostbusters a horror film?
Comedy horror, I would say. I would put that in the realms of comedy horror.
The dog.
Oh yeah, no, that's a sad moment. That hurt me because I think I had Jack I think he was quite young at the time.
Yeah.
When I watched that movie, I was like, no. I was like, oh, there's a Jack on, because I'm a dickhead. And even though I was quite an adult at this point, I was like, that's a Jack on the screen,
What the
and I was like, oh no,
Dead.
no.
Like because we're still watching through Supernatural at the minute. They shoot so many dogs on that show. I don't know what it is. Like 9 times out of 10 when there's a dog in an episode, it's dead like a minute later. It's like what?
I must have blanked that.
Who has something against dogs in this fucking
I must
show?
have blanked that. I cannot remember that.
Weird.
The American Werewolf movies are good.
American Werewolf in London is great. American Werewolf in Paris is not so good. And then is there another one?
Can't remember.
American Werewolf in Zimbabwe. That'd be good. Just because there's not many films set in Zimbabwe.
No, there really isn't. That I'm aware of anyway. No, yeah, World War Z.
World War Z.
That would suck.
Yeah,
that would
be a
suck.
Shitty, that would be a shitty one.
The
The Zack Snyder Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, because they speed up the zombies.
Yeah, they're all
They make them like again. I would go for the Romero one because the Romero one's just like it's manageable.
Yeah.
You know, it's like not ideal, but like these if they're shuffling around, you can see that in the movie they're able to navigate around it quite
That
well.
doesn't really make sense then because he made Land of the Dead, and that was a movie specifically about people living quite contently while there's zombies going on.
So a Day to Dead.
What the fuck's he talking about then?
I think it's the idea that trying to create a survival guide is a stupid idea.
Did he change his mind once they offered him more money? That's what it was.
Maybe, I don't know,
have this dump truck full of money.
I don't
Get
know.
in there.
Maybe it was maybe I think he just thought the idea of trying to sell a survival guide was a stupid concept more than anything.
I think maybe he took it a wee bit too literally then.
I think as well as in his movies is that after a while,
Yeah.
no one survives.
It always comes crashing down. But like,
crashing down.
I think maybe he saw a zombie survivor guide and was like, "No, I'm not having this." But it's more of like a what if.
But
thing.
like also all of his movies, like all of his like for the first 3 like dead movies are not really just zombie movies. They're like they're like social commentary.
Yeah, yeah. Well, all of his movies are like that.
Like the second one, social commentary around the idea of consumerism. The third one's I can't remember, but I can only remember the concept of the social commentary one of the second one because I guess it's the one I enjoyed the most and I think like most people enjoyed the most. But like a lot of his stuff was all like social commentary and with like horror as a backdrop.
Yeah. What is Army of the Dead? Is that stupid Zack Snyder movie that came out like earlier on this year, which was a pile of hot shit? If he says yes, then I know I'm right. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
That movie fucking sucked. I turned it off like 3/4 of the way through. I was like, this is terrible. It was weird. It was like an Alien remake. Like he stole most of the plot points from Alien. I was like, isn't this supposed to be like a zombie movie?
Oh, Alien's a fucking franchise we haven't talked about.
Oh shit!
How the fuck did we not talk about that?
My fave. There isn't a single Alien movie that I don't like.
Really?
Yeah.
Prometheus.
I don't count that.
Oh, okay.
Or the other. Or actually, no, I hate Covenant. So, fuck. I like 75% of the Alien franchise.
So you have Alien, Aliens, Alien Free, Alien Resurrection.
And then you can just stop.
Stop, I guess. Yeah.
You can just stop.
We did cover Evil Dead, yeah.
We did.
I wouldn't say Predator's horror. It's too much action going on.
It was the first one's definitely more of an action movie. Like
even the second one's kind of an action one. Movie.
The second one tries to get a wee bit kind of spooky, sexy with it a little bit.
Yeah,
It's definitely more. Oh, sorry, we missed you saying Alien.
We might have missed that, Andrew. Yeah,
in the beginning. If I wouldn't put Alien down as a horror franchise, I would put it down as sci-fi. But it would be my favorite sci-fi franchise.
I feel like the first one's horror.
Yes, the second
one's
a horror action movie.
Thriller,
action thriller, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Very different directors.
The third one is just grim, but I fucking love it.
Which is weird because like the third one was like, I'll do this movie if you kill me. Like Sigourney Weaver's wanted out of that franchise,
and then she came back several times after that. Yeah, that's the fingers means the money thing.
The money, it's that big money.
Means the money thing.
Big money energy there.
She got that big money energy, and then Resurrection. It wasn't great, but Resurrection is a really good Sunday night movie. Where if it comes on Sunday at 9 o'clock, you're like, I'm fucking watching this.
Just something to kill some time.
It lasts for like 3 hours, and I'll have to get up and go to school in the morning because that's when I saw it. When I still.
Is that the one where he goes
school?
Fork and she goes, fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver energy is one I can resonate with.
She's got that big fuck energy. The finger things me attacked. Prometheus and Alien Covenant were just.
I thought Prometheus was boring.
It was.
I felt like Prometheus was one of the ones where like it dragged on too fucking long. Way too fucking long.
And Alien Covenant just didn't make any sense at all. Just they tried. Apparently, like I read like a couple of days ago. Apparently, there's some fucking fabled director's cut that's like really good. It's like it's easy to say that when it doesn't exist.
I think everyone's saying that just because of the Snyder cut, Justice League things.
Yeah.
There's always a better cut out there.
There's always a director's cut. It's like no, not really.
Vampire Slayer was like the movie was like good sort of horror comedy. That was fun.
The original.
Yeah, like the 80s movie.
Yeah.
The 80s movie. That was like good horror comedy.
I think I've seen that.
I've watched it once when I was younger and I enjoyed it. And then it gave us the Brit TV show, so I'm happy for that. Two very kind of tonally different. I mean, they still share a universe and if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But like very tonally different, like from the show to the movie. But like, movie was just a fun comedy horror thing, but the show was better, realistically.
Bit. There was a tiny bit of tentacle porn at the end of Prometheus.
A little bit. Scooby-Doo is you talking about the kids TV movie or not TV movie?
The one that was written by James Gunn.
Is that written by James Gunn? One with Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yep.
I was not aware of that.
It's kind of dirty. Like
right.
If you watch it, you're like, wow, there's a lot of actually quite dirty jokes in this. It's because it was written by James Gunn.
No worries, not so quick. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.
This means goodbye. Finger thing.
Finger thing means goodbye.
It's goodbye. I think what else? I mean, I'm a big fan of Event Horizon. I know we've already talked about it, but that's a great movie. Fucking love it. Unfortunately it didn't spawn the Event Horizon franchise.
Was that really destined to be a? Okay.
God, no. Pandorum, which was kind of like an unofficial sequel. That was quite good. It's just like sci-fi nonsense. The Frighteners. Frighteners is really good. Goes on a bit, but it's probably like the scariest on-screen description of death for a while. Remember the Grim Reaper and the Frighteners? It's fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking. It was rough, but like it hasn't. I don't think it's aged very well, but it's still enjoyable enough. Like I still like seeing Michael J. Fox and stuff. I don't know. What a piece of shit.
Then you have Poltergeist.
1, yes.
Yes.
2, boring.
Too boring. Yes.
Is there 3? That remix sucked as well.
I think so. But then I don't know. At that point, I think it's more like instead of having like direct involvement with Mr. Spielberg, I think that was more just his production company
Right.
handled the production of it rather than anything of merit.
All these, right, we're getting into these fucking possession movies now, like fucking Paranormal Activity, fucking Conjuring, Sinister, fucking whatever. They're all the same film and they're all fucking shit.
I've not watched a lot of them, to be fair.
It's just the same thing every time. This film is based on a true story. No, it's not. This is based on actual events. No, it's not. This really happened. No, it didn't, because you're making it all up. Conjuring 1 is fine, and then they just fucking took the piss out of it by remaking it. The Conjuring's got like 4 sequels. Like why?
Yeah, because they broke off in like the Annabelle fucking stuff and that there, and then the Nun as well. So like they spawned 2 additional.
Insidious. I count that in the stupid shitty possession movies. Yes, because it sucks. We've already talked about Hellraiser. We're all for Hellraiser because it's got personality. Well, some of them anyway.
Yeah, the first 2 are great. First 2 is phenomenal. Like they just have a lot of shit going for them.
A lot of shit.
Like it's just conceptually, art wise, and like you know, just the feel and the nature of them. Just I don't know. Like there was just resonates in a weird way.
So much lather. 13 Ghosts. 13 Ghosts is great.
Jesus, that was
shit. But
Matthew Illard.
Tony Shalhoub. Your boy, or not Columbo. What do you call him? Monk. It's me, your boy Monk. Yeah, that movie sucks, but I watched it.
It can't be fun.
The first time I watched it, you're at that very impressionable, like 14, 15, and everything you choose to watch, you're like, yeah, this is the coolest thing I've ever watched because I've chosen to watch it, so therefore I always think it's cool. Like, yeah, 13's Ghost is
silly, campy fun. It's kind of like, imagine if like Casper had like an edge to it.
Yeah, edgy Casper. Stuff like The Haunting, that was crap, but it was also good.
Yeah.
So many possessed house movies. Little Shop of Horrors. I mean, it's more comedy.
It's more of a comedy musical.
It's not. I know it has, you know, the word horror in the title, but it's more like, whoa. I mean, like that's like saying, you know, The Burbs is a horror movie, not comedy.
I think there was a version of they tried to make a horror movie, and then they just were like, we can't put a horror movie. This can't be a horror movie.
The Burbs.
Yeah.
Like the original one, or did they try to do another version?
The one with like Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
They tried to do like a version of that that was a little bit more dark. Like there was meant to be like a darker ending or some more darker scenes toward the end to suggest it was more of a horror movie. But then they were like, we don't know if Tom Hanks in a horror movie is going to sell.
I mean, to be fair, like they definitely were killing people in that movie because they had a trunk full of bones. But it was mostly like lighthearted, like, oh, look at these.
Yeah, there was meant to be like a darker edge to that movie.
Right.
That was then just nixed because there was just like
I probably would have changed the tone of that quite a lot.
Yeah, and I think it was one of those things where they said like, oh, we just can't have Tom Hanks in a movie like this.
No one will believe that he's in a.
I just don't think it's a good fit for him.
I think has he ever been in a horror film? No, I don't think so. Scanning. Hold on, I'm scanning. I guess some people would say Castaway is a horror film because they're afraid of flying.
I guess.
I haven't seen the new Candyman. What? Oh, fucking Candyman.
I haven't seen you one yet.
It's me, your boy Candyman.
So it's me, Candyman.
It's me, Candyman. I haven't seen the new one.
Oh, it's on Prime.
Yeah, that's right. You can just watch it. I come on a couple of days ago, actually.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, we have no skipple this week, guys, so we might wrap it up a little bit earlier.
I think it will be back next week. I think by then we'll have the time. We're getting help with it this season, so we'll be able to like knock out a few at a go, but I haven't had the time to make any of the fucking stuff for it.
Yeah.
Because my life's a big madhouse this week.
Yeah.
It's a madhouse.
So we're back this week with all of that jazz, guys. We'll probably start with Champions Pick.
I suppose we should, yeah.
Okay. We'll need to reach out to Glory for that then.
Our usual way
Yes.
of doing things.
So, guys, we're going to wrap it up a little bit earlier tonight. That means we will be back. I will potentially be back tomorrow at some point for more Horizon. And then obviously Sunday for more Horizon as well. And then we got Player versus Dice on the Monday, where we're going to be screening, live screening the Dungeons and Dragons movie, guys. So if you're up for that, there, just keep that in mind. We're going
Are
to
you allowed to watch it on screen?
We are going to do it in a way where we are going to broadcast it into the Discord, but we're only going to like react to it on stream, so we're not breaching copyright.
Got you.
So guys, if you're interested in the Dungeons and Dragon movie stuff, we're going to be screening that on the Monday night at 8 o'clock on Player versus Dice, and then we'll be back next week, obviously, for more player versus player action with skippable cutscene and all that jazz. But yes, guys, we're going to have to love yous and leave yous. You can obviously catch us on our social media. We've got Twitter at PvP Talk Show, as well as him solo at Cosmic Bacon Art, and me at Odin PVG on Twitter. We also have the YouTube channel, Player vs. Player Show on YouTube. You can check it out where you'll see if you missed any episodes and stuff, we got them on there, plus all of the highlights and clips and stuff on there as well. As well as if you're a person who has TikTok, we got TikTok, which is PvP Talk Show on TikTok, where again you'll find all the best clips from the shows and the streams on there as well. But yes, guys, we're gonna love yous and leave yous for the night, and then see yous on the next stream, I guess. I hope yous all have a lovely night.
But really, put that apple juice in my face.
God fucking damn it.
Let's go. What's in your crack with apple juice?
You don't like apple juice?
I do.
And it's like not alcoholic, so it appeals to more people. Some people don't drink alcohol.
I guess you wouldn't want like a splash of rum over your face. Just get that beautiful
That would
thick
help.
apple juice.
I think it's in your eyes.
Probably would actually, yeah. You'd be like,
Spiced.
this was a terrible idea, and then you'd be like,
Spiced.
spiced rum.
But anyway, guys,
Yeah.
have a good one.
Bye, everyone.